like a person with like a name tag, and then just write no name, or like a face screaming and like with tape over their mouth but no name, some shit like that.
What up, Jared?
I'll get yelled at next time. It's on camera. I will definitely get yelled at.
I like my balls.
What's up, guys? It's No Name Podcast, Jackal Guines Podcast. How you doing? We're back at it. Episode I stopped counting a while ago. Sorry. 4.
I've sat in here like 4 times.
We'll do episode 4.
It's episode
At least 4 times.
I could only reach the number 4 up with the mount, but it's episode 5 for Jackal Grinds.
Episode 5. All right. How you guys been, man? New year.
Killing it, bro.
New
I
year.
don't know. It's been better than last year. Really,
Better than last year already?
Yeah. Yeah, for real. I mean, we be getting in our squabbles. You know what I mean? Me and the missus. But besides that, like, it's a lot better than last year. Even with my daughters. You know what I mean? Terrible twos are coming in hard as fuck. But besides that, man, everything's good. My mom's health's good. My health's decent. Sierra's health's good for all I know. My baby's doing great.
What about you, Jackal?
You know, honestly, I didn't have a horrible year last year.
Yeah, you
Uh,
great one, I'd say.
You know, I had an independent. I was working independently last year for all of the summer. I didn't have to work for anybody else, so that was cool. JP Fix It, still do stuff on the side.
Shout out.
Car Fix, hit me up.
You see, I be tagging you and shit on Facebook all the time.
Yeah.
Do people ever actually hit you up afterwards?
No, some people will, but then I'll tell them what they need. Oh, I already knew I needed that. Well, okay. I mean,
Do you want me to do it for you, or?
I mean, yeah, it's like, do you need that done? Yeah, it's like, so sometimes, like, but honestly, it's all good. I mean, I still fix people's stuff here. This year, honestly, it's just been another day. Day by day, I wake up positive. I wake up with my perspective. My perspective is what dictates how my day or my year is going to be. And since I wake up with a
Makes
positive
sense.
mindset every day, I ain't tripping.
Positive
Last
year.
year wasn't a trip. This year's the same.
I feel you. That's a good way to think about it.
Yeah. Yeah, people who have bad
Close
years
to your
have bad
face.
mentalities in my
Shit,
mind.
yeah, they set goals for a reason.
Yeah. In my mind, people
Sorry,
have
but I was just
who have a
fucking
negative perspective
Same.
or a bad mentality. Bad year. Bad day.
Yeah.
That's
It's kind of
just-
hard to
that's
have a
on
good
them,
time if
kinda.
you're thinking bad all the time.
Yeah. Like we were just listening, don't worry, be happy. If you worry, it makes your trouble worse.
Mm-hmm.
Trouble double. It makes other people feel down, brings other people down. So yeah, it will make you have a bad year. So your perspective is what your outcome is.
Bet. Real talk, you know what I mean? That's probably the realest shit I've heard. I mean, if you think about it, we're already starting the year off. Not trying to get into anything right now as a topic, I'm just saying shit's popping off. You know what I mean? And with that happening, look, we were already manifesting bad energy. You feel me? Like already, and we're not what 5-6 days into fucking January of 2021, and we're already having some type of division or diversity going on.
Well, and
gotta manage
that's their plan. I mean, they want us to
Exactly, it's division over unity. And if you think,
Sorry, guys. I needed a fucking something to set my drinks on.
like end table, yeah.
but yeah, no, I feel like already if you're gonna will that negativity into the year, I feel like that's the outcome of what's gonna happen. You know what I mean? Look what's already happened, and that's gonna be the fucking foreshadowing. They call me in English, that's foreshadowing. You're already showing me in the first
I'm using my
chapter.
context clues.
Right,
What the fuck's gonna happen?
And that's crazy.
Yeah.
You know, not to use life as a metaphor or anything.
Like, as in a simile. Simile is like an as. Metaphor is,
Compared to or
yes.
without like it
Yes,
as.
there you go.
You know, I paid attention. I was good at English until it
Yeah,
came
that
to
made me
writing an
proud of the
essay.
teacher when you said that.
Once it came to, oh, you got to write an essay, you're going to be mad because I'm going to be in class reading. I know all the answers. If you, a verbal essay, I got you. But you tell me to write an essay, I'm going to look at you like, I don't mind
Yeah,
failing your
verbally-
class.
Verbally,
So,
I
yeah.
think you could sell me, like, you know what I mean?
I will-
You know what I mean? I feel like that you would excel there. If I told you
Oh,
to
yeah,
write
Eskimos need ice.
you know what I'm saying?
What you talking about?
If I told you to write it to
Come
you,
on, bro.
I feel like
It's cold outside. You don't want to be outside carving no ice. I got you. I already got it carved, man.
When you have to
I got
write
100 blocks.
and you think about what you got to write,
$75.
and then you know someone's critiquing what you're writing, it's just so much harder.
It was the
Just
writing for me. I'm dyslexic.
yeah,
Like,
just stick
legit.
that shit anywhere, and anybody be like, oh, okay.
Legit. I don't fuck with it.
I'm just
Because you gotta, you gotta write, and then you look up. Or I guess I was always the person I'd have like maybe you got a 5-paragraph essay. I got probably 3-4 periods in that bitch.
Yeah, you
Just run on
Run-on
sentences like no commas.
Like
No,
how many
no,
sentences are in a paragraph? At least 3 to 4. All right, well I'm gonna stretch this
Well, hold
2
on.
sentences into 4 fucking sentences. I didn't want to go period to the part period because it
No,
felt
I'd
stupid.
have the whole thing for you. I just wouldn't have the period. I
No
would just
grammar.
type
You
it.
just
Yeah.
ran off in
Would
one big
would go
sentence, yeah.
one big sentence go,
I could understand, man.
and I'm gonna be like, oh, at the end I'm editing. I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna put a period here,
This sounds
right there,
Comma here.
comma, question mark,
My
like
favorite as a teacher was the ones that throw commas in. Like,
I don't know.
when do you use a comma? When are you supposed to use commas?
To break it.
When you break a sentence, when you start talking about something else.
When you interject something else into that sentence. So if I say, yeah, it was cold, comma, like, you know what I mean? Or it was cold, just like in February of 27, and I froze my balls off. You have to put a comma after February 27 because it was cold and I froze my balls off. Was
Or if you use the
original
word
sentence.
and or
Yeah.
but.
Yeah,
And,
but,
because.
and, yeah,
Cause,
things
yeah.
like that, yeah,
I never know
everything
where
like
to
that.
put it though.
Always
Like,
have
do
it.
I? Is it?
Because it's
Hold on.
It's before.
If I have to put a comma, right? It's before. Is it word, comma, space, other word, or is it so it's word, comma, space, other words? It's not word, space, comma, space, other word, or word, space, comma,
I see
other
what you're
word.
saying. No, say if I
It's
say
right after the
it's
word.
comma, space. It's never word, space, comma, space. That's
Yeah.
weird as shit.
Or it's never. I always do. I always fuck up. I either go word, comma, space, other word, or I go word, space, comma,
word.
other word.
Yeah.
That's usually what I do. I ain't even gonna lie, bro.
That's what you said. When you said comma right after the word and then space, that's exactly how you do it. And then like at the end of that one, like you said, it's a comma. You know what I mean? You always do the comma after the word. You never put a space after it. You know what I mean? Because if you put the space, like just put it on. Like if you're writing or something, just do it. It looks weird as shit. Not on paper because on paper you can do whatever you want, but do it on the computer because it's always spaced the same way. Put a space.
I see what
and
you're talking
a
about.
comma, and it looks funny as shit.
Yeah. Oh, like if you're texting,
Yeah,
I'm always looking at it like
and shit.
I'm like, I don't know. Fuck it. Keep going.
Right, I'm gonna erase that. I don't know. And even and tell you the truth,
I'm not even gonna put a fucking comma in there.
spell check and grammar check. They'll show you. Go on spell check, grammar check, and then type in a sentence.
That was the worst thing for my generation.
Well, yeah, you
You know how
guys
many
got
kids
away
don't
with
know
it.
how to spell?
Well,
Yeah,
like I
it's
said,
terrible.
me growing up,
It's
I'm 30.
terrible.
I'll be 33 this month. so
Horrible at spelling.
I didn't have to do. It was always final draft is in pen and cursive until I was in ninth grade.
Fuck out of here.
Yeah, until I was in ninth grade, it was pen and cursive. In ninth grade, that's when they said you can do it by
I remember one time. This is fucking embarrassing as hell, bro. I fucking.
party foul.
What the fuck was I doing? I was like at a job interview or something. Like I was at like a temp service, and she had wrote some shit on a piece of. I'm good on that, bro. She had wrote some shit on a piece of paper for me, and I was supposed to read it, go on a website, type in the other shit she wrote, like it was instructions, and it's all in cursive. It's not like in cursive, but you know how.
Shorthand type shit.
Yeah, how like motherfuckers, like
Half
how you write. Yeah.
My mom does.
It's like Spanglish, but with cursive and regular writing. If you
My
mix the
mom's
two.
A's are always cursive, and
Yeah.
then her ends are cursive, and then the rest is like.
But it was a lot of cursive, right? It was a lot of cursive in there, and I'm looking at the thing, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck? I cannot read www. dot. What the fuck is that?
Nine.
.com. What the fuck is this? Russian? What the fuck? And I was embarrassed, bro. I swear to God, I tried calling my grandma. She couldn't figure out FaceTime. I was trying to FaceTime her and have her read it to me. Yeah, bro. Because
She probably
she
would've known
knows
too,
she
right?
knows cursive. She always writes in cursive.
Oh yeah,
It
yeah,
looked
yeah.
like it looked
Calligraphy type shit.
yeah,
That's what
it
I'm
literally
talking
looked
about.
it literally
Yeah.
looked like my grandma had wrote something down for me to read, and I was like, "Fuck, grandma, you can't figure this out." She's like, "No, I can't figure it out. I'm at work. Bye." And
Well,
I
and
was like,
that's what's interesting about the generation,
"Yeah, bro."
is because
I had to go up there and ask her to rewrite it. I was like, "I can't read this.
Say
Can
print,
you please print this
yeah,
for me?"
right. And she's like, I did.
And she was like, "What do you mean?" And I was like, "I can't. It's cursive. It's kind of. I don't know if it's sloppy or if I just can't read cursive, but I don't know what this says. You see how it says www? I can read that part. I can read this part. I can read, but that other cursive stuff. Please write it for me." And she was like, "You can't read cursive?" And I was like, "Kind of." She goes, she goes, "So you can't read this for me right here?" I go, "No." She goes, "You can go home." I was like, "Huh?" She goes, "You can get your stuff together and go home." I go, "What do you mean? I
yeah.
qualify everything." She goes, "Yeah, but if you
Yeah,
can't read
that's like a basic. Come on,
that's you got.
words.
Please go home. Come back. Come back. Once you can figure that out, come back. I give you the job." I was like,
yeah,
"So I don't got the job no more?" She goes, "Nah, I'm gonna pay you like $40 for this
For the
little bit of time you've been
orientation,
here, but other than that, matter of fact, here you go. I can write you a check right now." Type shit,
Can
bro.
you
She
read
was
it
like,
type
"Get the fuck out.
Oh, that's
Can you
fucked
read
up,
my signature?"
bro.
Type shit. I was like,
Yeah, because
"Ah."
you know motherfuckers sign their signature on a fucking check, so she's probably like, here.
I was like,
yeah.
"Ah."
Well, and that's what's interesting about that generation is
Ah.
because
I had to
what
eat that shit.
what is
I went and learned
what I
cursive.
learned what I learned and what I emphasized on was like language and communication, words and spelling, and how you address somebody with them and
Mhm.
move them around is how you control a conversation or control an environment or control the future or your destiny. Because
Yeah.
we get to where we're going through everything we do through verbal communication or written communication.
Mhm.
It's
See
through
her-
communication.
see
Like
her,
when people ask me what the most powerful weapon is, I say it's your mouth, dude.
yeah,
Like,
it's words. That's
it's
I see it
how
all the time.
how
For
can
like knowledge.
yeah knowledge
Fucking
yeah, and
for real,
knowledge comes
yeah.
down to words. It's a
Mhm.
word game.
What's
It's
passed
always a
on.
word game. You can mess with somebody's mind completely with a word game. You can cripple somebody. You can build somebody up.
Kool-Aid in the
Or you
motherfucking fish tank.
Yeah,
Manipulation, bro. Like I got
You
silver
can-
tongue,
yeah,
bro.
so,
Silver
I
tongue
mean,
Johnny. My mom
like,
don't lie. She said that's a fucking
that's
toxic trait.
so when the generation like you're talking about struggles with spelling or grammar or communication.
Yeah.
It's like, well, that's how they probably that was the elite's
Look-
purpose
Well, look how we
with
speak
social
to each
media and texting was to dumb down people from being able to address politicians or address a legal community or address a courtroom
Well, I don't.
in a matter of factual and a legal representative type of way to like defend themselves or to make a point
other. I
or to
stand
fight
by
for
the dumbing
somebody.
down, though. I believe that social
Kind of.
media was invented to
Dumb
dumb
down,
down society and to put
But
more
society's
of
never
an
been,
impression.
never been. Society has never been smarter than it is now with social media.
Yes,
So,
that's the backlash.
so how
Well,
can you say that?
smarter,
That was
I
the
wouldn't say
backlash.
smarter. I'd say more,
More
aware.
aware. Yeah, that's
More
the
aware.
I'd
backlash.
say smarter.
Now,
I'd say
that's-
smarter.
Well, think about it.
I'd say
your
smarter.
generation says whoa. Think about it. The
Well, I
minute-
put it like this. I put it like this. Do you think we're smarter as 20 to 30-year-olds in 2019 than 20 and 30-year-olds in 1940?
Yes.
No,
No,
You don't think we're smarter?
you don't
than
think we're smarter?
absolutely not.
them? I believe we're smarter
Really?
than them.
Yep, absolutely not.
I don't believe we do the same. We did the same like decisions and make the same or made the same decisions and act the same as the way they did in 1940 because of the way I would say well, for instance, technology and you just said social media influences a lot of what we grew up on. The internet was a big boom for all of us growing up. In the 40s, it wasn't. That was word of mouth type shit, just like you're saying. Words,
Mm-hmm. It's information.
Yeah, knowledge was key then. Now it's
We
even
upgraded
more.
our processor
Exactly.
pretty
So,
much.
yes, we're smarter, but like I always tell people, just
The
'cause you're smarter,
the influx of
the
info,
common sense. I would say this.
the influx of info dilutes the knowledge. Like if you so like kind of like so we have access to so much information
yeah.
that instead of like back in the day, all you know is farming. you know this one thing. All your family has this farm, or your family works in this
Blacksmith
a
type shit,
blacksmith, this
carpenter shit.
carpenter, or in a fucking factory, and y'all hone this skill,
Yeah.
and you're a master at this one skill.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
But that
you're a
doesn't
master.
make you a genius. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but when it comes to like things you can break down, once you become a master in one skill, you can low key use that skill in a lot of other
And
things.
you can apply it to
Like,
other
and
things.
you can apply it to other things.
Yeah.
And so think back in the day if you were a master like engineer. So like say whether that was you worked on a ship or you worked on, you just were an engineer. You worked on shit.
Yeah.
You
Well,
can
now
use that back in the day.
to
That was a
apply it to
skill you
whatever.
needed. You
Well,
got to
now-
fix the cars, fix the tractors, fix the house, fix the this, fix the that instead
So
of
now, how many of your generation can fix a house?
That's this is
low
what I'm
key a
saying.
lot,
A
bro.
lot. Well, this is what I want to say to that. So back in the day, say it's 1940, right? You only know certain people that know how to do certain things. Like if I came to you and you know how to rebuild a carburetor, which I can't do because carburetor is bullshit. I tried to learn since I was 12 years old. My uncle tried to do that shit to me. He's like, take it apart, put it back together. You know what I mean? Type shit.
Fuck
He
off.
can do that shit. Right?
Yeah.
All right. Now he did that in like, well, he was born in 1952 or something like that. So growing up in the, you know what I mean, 60s and 70s, he learned how to fix cars and tanks and shit
Yeah.
in the military. But he learned that through visual and working and stuff, or whatever, and word of mouth, and he became a master at that. Now he had to learn that through other people and tradesmen and stuff. With our generation, I say we're smarter, but I say we lose a lot more common sense, and this is what I mean by like with like social interacting with like fucking social media and shit. That dumbs a person down. I don't care how smart you are. If you come off as an asshole to me on social media, you can be the smartest person in the world. I'm still gonna think you're a fucking idiot. Because say you're like, oh, you've got an IQ of 218, but yet you say races shouldn't mix. You're automatically, yeah, you're still smart,
But you're
fucking
ignorant.
ignorant. You're an idiot
Well-
to me. So this is what I'm saying. Back then, you know what I mean. You had to go to somebody that had that like that skill,
Knowledge.
and shit. Now we can go on YouTube and literally follow directions or find that without having to go and talk to anyone. You know what I mean? It's like you can literally learn
Less of a
something.
social.
Yeah, so yeah, we're smarter by we have so much access to everything, you know what I mean, at our fingertips, and we can learn different skills and do this and not even have to ask another person to teach us. We just
Well-
look at something that they posted because they wanted to post it.
And so then we lose knowledge
But they-
on what we used to know.
Well, you lose the I would more or less say the personal pass me down. I call it like I don't like the whole like yeah like oh I learned it on the internet and I can do this or I can like fix this and do that and it's like yeah but I remember the times I learned how to like fix it like just like change a tire with my uncle. You know, bullshit. Not only did I learn the knowledge, but I also learned things about him and other knowledge because I learned about that tire and I also learned things that he taught me.
So
beyond
what
that.
I want to ask is a specific point. So why do you think people are smarter now versus then? What's your top 3 or top 5 points to make for that argument? And then
Okay.
what is your top 5 points to make for the reason why people back then weren't as smart as we are now?
Weren't?
We're not.
Okay, so first one I would have to go is the evolution we had in technology and science.
And how did that affect people?
It
how did
affect
that how
people.
did that impact their intelligence as an
The
individual?
availability.
Okay,
Of knowledge.
so if we go by, if we're talking people in general, so we are talking about the whole world. I feel like doctors got smarter. Medicine got better.
Okay.
Science got more efficient and evolved leagues as it was in 1940.
Can I ask why doctors?
Do-
Can I ask why doctors became better or smarter?
Yeah.
I
And
because
how did medicine become better? That's one of my.
Okay.
because that now it's not just
If you listen, I
learning
said
one.
efficient.
It
Yeah.
is.
How
That's
did
what I'm
medicine
saying.
become
That's
more
why I agree
efficient?
with you there. Efficient
Medicine became.
I'm curious.
they either like there's the you know what I mean trial and error. So now it's available. So there's clinics and stuff and trial and everything's available. The notes, everything that they do, the patients, everything's
Well,
documented.
yeah, we.
So technology ends up helping the next person either researching something or somebody. For instance, in 1940, if you wanted to be a scientist, you had to go to fucking Yale or something like that. But yet you don't have the
Well, and I have a disposition against science. That's why I asked a medical question.
But
I
yeah,
Because
but
everybody's,
I
in
feel
my
like
opinion, everybody's a scientist.
but yeah, I'm saying if you
I feel
want the
like
knowledge back then, you weren't gonna get it as easily as you could now. Like somebody in a poor, like our situation
it's not even
isn't gonna be as well. Like, oh, you're not as well read because you didn't have the resources. Yeah, well now a kid that can go to a fucking McDonald's can literally pull on the internet up on their phone for free and read whatever they need to read or learn. When in 1940, if you were a kid and you were poor in the recession and shit, and you didn't have the money and the well off to get the knowledge you needed, you weren't gonna get it. Like,
So I mean, what you're saying is information is more readily available. It doesn't necessarily mean people are smarter because of it.
so.
no,
so
I'm saying they
The
are smarter
information
because
is
it's
more
more
that is
it
what
is
that is what you're
readily.
saying. Your argument is information is more
ready.
ready available,
That's why they're
Easier to
smarter.
access.
Yes,
is
that's-
easier to access,
However,
and therefore
I don't run into very
means
smart people on very many occasions.
and the and
I just
therefore
don't. I
means
just don't.
yeah, but that you got to think
But
about.
see,
That's you.
Just
You're
because
one.
it's available.
That's you based off of whatever they presented to you at that point. Maybe
Right,
they
I don't know
knew
their whole
nuclear
story.
science, but you didn't
Yeah.
get into it. With that.
Or I'll break it down like
You know,
this.
that's
Everyone,
all I'm saying.
I feel like every
I'm not
one
saying you're wrong
person,
there, 'cause I judge them the same way.
Yeah.
every one person, probably before Corona hit, interacted with around, I say maybe 10, 15,000
On
people a
average.
day. Maybe no, that's kind of a
Well,
lot.
no,
I
I'd
say
say
probably like
like
5,
like, I would say
7,000
5
people a
to
day.
10 people a day is on average someone deals with. On average, you know what I mean? Like passing by, like because you can't think everybody doesn't have a job. Because you got recluses, you got people that don't fucking do anything, that don't speak to people and stuff like that. There's a lot more antisocial people keeping themselves. But I'm saying on
Yeah, I said
average,
before Corona though.
well,
Well,
I guess
let's go back to the point. Why are people smarter today than they used to be?
Okay, yeah. So let me finish. So, so we said
Because of the information.
information. That is something that is a fact. You know, you gotta think
It
about
is.
that.
I agree. I'm
And
not saying
then
that's
you
not a
gotta
valid
think.
point.
So the scientists, you know, they got. I feel like scientists
They
got
have more
better.
data to read.
They have more data to read, and they have better tools to read said data and to do said experiments.
Right.
And so that concludes to more accurate data. And then I'd say
So
the
then are we asking? So let's.
and then I feel like the average person's
Average, that's what I
knowledge,
wanna
the
know.
average
Yeah.
person's
That's what I want.
knowledge went up a lot. I feel like one thing you can, you know, that'll I feel like this automatically makes it, you know, smarter is women. Women for sure compared to 1940 are smarter now than then. I feel like that's based off of information and freedom. You know, you have to they are nowadays they're allowed to excel, they're allowed to be in the business, they're allowed to read,
they're
allowed to
treated
do
equally.
you know,
You know what I mean?
they're allowed to do everything, you know, way much more than they were in the 40s
They have a
and
voice,
around
yeah.
that time.
They have a voice now.
So there's more women than men in the world, and I feel like just that alone
Bumps
boosts
it
the
up.
knowledge
Yeah, bumps
more.
it up a little bit.
personally.
All right, now what do you think? Because I mean, like I said, personally, I think it's because of hereditary
But then
knowledge.
I do understand what he's talking
Yeah,
about
where do
because
you-
I feel like the one thing that the human race is like getting dumber on is like the like simple
Survival skills.
survival
Well,
skills
that, everything has to be quick
survival
to me.
skills
That's what's
a
killing
and
us.
then the
I want it
person to
now,
person
shit.
the person to person between, you know, the
Jeff Bezos.
how do I have a conversation with you, how do I have a conversation with you, you know, that type of stuff,
Type of
whether
interaction, bro.
it's with, you know, boys and girls while they're dating. You know, a lot of boys nowadays are like fucking, oh, I don't know what to do, what happened, what should I do, blah blah blah. Like I know one of my little homies, you know, I fucking yeah, like maybe like a year ago, and you know, I'm giving him advice and shit. He's like, I don't know what to do, you know, I'm so scared, you know. I'm like, what the fuck? You talk to her over the phone? He goes, yeah, I'm smooth over the phone, but that's over the phone, that's texting. And I'm like, oh,
Now that's where information kills us.
okay,
That's
yeah,
that
that's where the
it's
social
the
kills
social
us.
media hide behind, like, all right, yeah, I talked
Is
all
the
this shit
personal
on
interaction.
online. I come to meet face up to face, and it's like I can't even be the person I really was.
That
You know
and
what I
plus
mean?
like
That's
yeah,
a,
there's it's a I feel like
I
we are
just
smarter, but
I want to see where you're.
the things we get dumber in, we get
Yeah.
way dumber in. Like you get what I'm saying. So if we got like say a meter, a knowledge meter, say it's like
Oh, it's trade off, bro.
say it's engineering, say it's weather, say it's average shit, say it's fucking this, boom, 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 you know, and it's like up and down. How much do we know? 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 I feel like
Well, how come we can't still predict the weather accurately? Because we can't. We don't. We fail often.
Yeah, yeah. There's
don't
never,
even get me
you don't-
started
I've
about the
never
weather.
seen
Well,
it.
that was just something I heard you say, so I emphasized on it for a moment.
The-
That's not my whole point.
Oh
That's just,
man,
that's just part of
The
it.
Yeah.
weather thing I'll never agree on though. The only reason I don't agree on the weather thing is just because that's where you get into the whole like is it
chemtrails and
flat, is it a simulation type shit because that's where I start to believe people when they're like, oh, it's a simulation, and I'm like,
I think it might be,
and
bro.
then
The
it's
other
like,
day,
well, let me say something to you. Can you predict the weather? And it's like, fuck man, weatherman. And then when you say that, when I say it out loud, the weatherman who goes to school, who's a meteorologist, who studies books, who goes and spends thousands of dollars to learn this knowledge, never gets the fucking weather
Or he
right.
just takes a bunch of speech and
and
camera
knows how to
classes,
speak talk
yeah.
and talk to you and make you believe that yes, that's what it's going to be, even if it's the way it isn't. Like if it's rainy outside, he did not necessarily not tell you it was a weather.
yeah, it's just
So what
it's
I'm
word
saying is,
manipulation.
if it's that random, that to me is some zeros and ones, bro.
So I
Like,
mean, there you go. I mean, that's so.
that I will believe.
A few of my points that I'll make is I'll make
Fuck
one on
weather,
medicine.
man.
I'll make one on medicine, right?
Okay.
We said that medical
Yeah.
is more
Yeah,
efficient.
the medical
basically.
field.
Okay, so why are there still? So my question will be, do the medicines they prescribe have more or less side effects, and do they actually cure or treat the patients that
They're
prescribe them
placebos.
to?
I will go.
Not
with
all
you
of
there.
them.
Fucking placebos. Bro.
Well, then how? If they're placebos, why do you bleed out of your kidneys
Well, no, I'm not.
as a side
the fuck
effect?
is-
Well, this I'm not saying. Well, what I'm
Like, that's-
what I'm
that's
trying
certain-
to
that's
say
certain
is
medicine.
This medication may cause
that
nosebleeding,
I feel like
suicidal
medicine,
thoughts, and
medicine's
kidney
been like
bleeding
that
out
all.
of your
The,
anus.
medicine's been like that
That's what I'm
all
saying, they're
all
not
throughout
curing
history,
you.
bro.
So
killing you.
if it's been like that all throughout history, I'm gonna say it.
But
kinda
it's getting
defeats
better.
It kind of defeated your argument. If it's been that way all throughout history and still is that way today, medicine has not become efficient in that argument.
It has though.
And that point.
But
Hold
I'll
on,
argue
hold on,
that
hold on,
it
hold on,
has
hold on.
too, yeah.
Hold
I'll
on, hold
argue
on,
it
hold
has
on,
too,
hold on.
though.
Hold on. It has. The side effects get better. Back in the day, it was like, oh,
Back in
oh.
the,
So
well,
now,
go
so
ahead and tell me what your back in the day is, and I'll let you know
so
what mine was.
so back in the day, I'd say I'd give it around fuck. I'd say I'd even go 1850s. Back then.
Yeah.
Look at fucking the shit they used to do for like not amnesia, but
Amputation, surgery.
no, yes, it's in surgery. Like how right not anesthesia. That's it, anesthesia. Back then, like look what the fuck they would give you, bro.
Right.
A bunch of nothing.
A
A bunch of nothing.
Or
Or look about like with painkillers now.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like painkillers
now,
are
I'll fight.
painkillers work amazing nowadays.
Yes, but that doesn't cure you. All that does is
Yeah.
mask something.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Well,
I'm
this-
arguing that
this
they're
is what
working
I'm-
better.
This is what I'm
But
saying.
they are
Or-
amazing because it was
working
back then,
working
it was
better
shit.
working better or working stronger, yes, but
Can't argue
so when we're talking about back in the day, they had natural remedies, natural herbal remedies with very few
Yeah, but
side
how many
effects.
times?
Your side
Hold on,
effects
hold
would
on.
be this. Your
How
side
many
effects-
How many times do you have to try this herbal remedy before you get side effects that are cool? Like, oh, your side effects,
You don't have
whatever.
many with herbal remedies because your body's designed to
It's not
digest,
designed to
it's
digest
and
everything.
process
Not
herbs.
Not
Well,
everything.
yeah,
No, there's a
because if
bunch
you
of shit
take
you can
shrooms-
take,
if you
and there's a
take
bunch of shit that
shrooms,
can fuck you
For
up.
instance, if you take shrooms, it's not good for you. You're gonna get food poisoning. You're gonna throw up. You might not, but it's causing you food poisoning and it's wrong to your body. But mentally, it's healing.
Yeah, mentally and spiritually.
Mentally, so that's where I'll say.
It actually fucks
It
your brain
could
up.
be. It could be
Shrooms.
mentally or spiritually.
See, now-
Shrooms, they fuck your brain up.
Don't
It's
agree.
really
I don't
they
agree.
no like scientifically they fuck your brain up
Scientifically, what is science?
in your head.
Okay, so
In your
here's
head.
we can-
This is science.
we're
Is
gonna- we
they
can we can drop this one, and we're gonna move to another topic because that'll just be a debate on things that we can't prove or disprove.
Yeah.
So what I want to say about science and scientists, see, my perspective is a little bit different than a lot of people's. Yeah,
Yeah, it is.
my my perspective's yeah, my perspective is a little different than others when it comes to science. My understanding of what a scientist is somebody who practices science. Practicing science means you practice the scientific method. The scientific method has been defined in 4 steps. First step is observation. Second step's hypothesis.
Yep.
Third step is testing your hypothesis. Third one's a conclusion. The reason I say everybody's a scientist, when you're growing up, I watch my son do it all the time. He observes water in the sink. He knows that he's not supposed to touch it, so he has a hypothesis. When my parents aren't looking, I'm going to touch it and see if I can get away with it. He tests that hypothesis. He touches the water, gets his hands all in there, and that's his test. His conclusion is if they're not watching, I get to play in the water. He
Yeah.
successfully completed the scientific method. Therefore, he is a scientist. I
Yeah,
am one
but
as well.
but science. There's
So now,
sense.
when you saw,
certain.
now
If
check
you
this
put
out.
like
When you
that,
say
then
science,
there's a scale of scientists.
That's
well,
it
yeah,
makes sense.
but everybody in fact is one. Everybody in fact is a scientist. Everybody in fact is only alive at this present moment is because they have successfully carried out scientific experiments to keep themselves alive, as well as others supporting them in their experiments.
I'm hungry.
Yeah.
I need to eat this. I
Yeah,
need to eat this.
I've had experiments where I've drank too much alcohol and probably should have died, but I didn't. I tested. Yeah, I tested my limits. I didn't die due to my scientific experiment and other people supporting me.
Then you walk home.
I ran home barefoot.
Ran home, bro. I was
Barefoot,
like,
yeah.
Bro, I came outside. I was like, hey, Jacob, you good? And they literally rushed me back. I know it's because I'm black, too. They rushed me.
So the thing is,
no. You're good. Don't speak to him. Go back inside. Hey, what? And I'm like, well, I'm just making sure you're
right?
alright.
So
Just with you like 2 hours ago.
Yeah.
And they're like, nah, fuck you, get back. Not even like
what I'm saying is the only reason anybody is alive at their present moment
he's
today
definitely a hard scientist.
is because they have successfully completed scientific experiments throughout
Yeah.
their life to remain alive. Because we're all cheating death every day we're alive. You can die at any moment. You can.
From anything.
Yeah.
I'll agree with you on that.
So the thing is, everybody's a fucking scientist. Anybody
Yeah, but
who's
some-
alive now who has completely successfully
Complete
has
their life. Yeah.
successfully
But at the
lived
same
out their
time, you
life
gotta
is that way to
think
remain
that
alive.
there's certain people you listen to over certain other people, like your kid.
Mm.
You know, I wouldn't listen to your kid. I wouldn't if I asked your kid, "Hey, what do you think about a question we're talking about on this podcast?"
Right.
And this nigga says macaroni and cheese is amazing.
Yeah.
I like turtles.
Right.
Like that.
Yeah.
Some
So
shit like that, or
it
like
doesn't
you
mean-
know,
it doesn't mean they're less intelligent. Just means they have less experience.
I feel like it means they have
Intelligence
it
is
means they have
experience.
less. Hold on, they have less they have less evidence and less
Life experience.
yeah.
We could cheat. So now, the reason this is what I'm getting to. The reason why I think people were smarter back in the day is they have way more life experience. We have way more screen experience. We don't have as much hands-on experience. We don't have as much and we don't have what I am finding based on my perspective of intelligence, based on my perspective of smarter now than later than previously, is because nowadays people's smarts are based on what they know and based on what they see versus based on morals or ethics or
not
respect
everybody, bro.
or-
Not-
not everybody, just a majority. I mean, look at our all I'm saying is look at our country and one other thing, look at the world and how they responded to a virus and what they're still doing
But can
now.
I say this to you though?
But
you
that
did-
doesn't have anything to do with
That proves
not
majority
really.
of the
But
world
you're
is an
telling me
idiot
that
and they
people
fell for a trap. They fell for a deception.
No, because they do that. They do that shit with every fucking virus, bro.
Yeah,
They
but
it's
what
not.
you said is
We're not
everybody
idiots.
Not every virus.
Everybody in 1940 or people from 1940 and stuff. You're saying they're more experienced, correct? Are you saying then or now?
I'm saying previously
We're
people
more
were not-
experienced than they are.
I'm saying back in the day we were not not easily as deceived as we are now.
Okay.
Today, we are so much more easily manipulated
What?
and deceived than we used
Hold
to be.
on.
But-
What?
hold on.
Yes.
Hitler?
Very factual.
Hitler? What? What are you talking about?
Well,
Yeah.
we
Not
weren't-
racism?
We weren't. Well, see, I don't know
What?
how to answer that
Deceived?
one, that one, yeah.
But those
We
aren't
were
dece-
way more
those aren't
deceived back in the
deceptions.
day.
Those are forced principles. Those are forced
That was
dictators.
No.
social media, bro.
No.
Those were done by force with weapons.
Racism was not done by
Propaganda.
force, and
Well,
racism was something that's born and taught. That's something that's the same thing as what you would put on the fucking as hard as people go for COVID. Like as hard as people go for COVID, you know, they're like, oh, COVID. Back in the day, it was the same thing with racism. You know, it's
Well,
born, it's
what
taught.
what I'll say about racism.
Like I feel like
what I'll say about racism is people, you know, of white and European origin, lighter skin tone they came with a higher level of destruction, and they said, hey, you people with less capability of destruction, you're gonna listen to us or we will kill you. That's not deception, that's force.
that is.
That is, I can.
No,
Okay,
deception
okay.
is this. Deception is, I'm wearing a green sweater. That's deception. It's a
Okay, so
verbal-
what about? Okay, all right.
Now,
I'll give you that.
there's
I'll give you
another
that.
one.
I'll give you
wearing a
that.
green sweater, your head's coming off.
What about religion then?
That's a forced thing as well. Did you know about
Crusades?
the Crusades? That's force. That's not deception.
Stop.
That's
Okay,
not
but-
mind
but-
manipulation.
But
that's,
what-
That's I'm gonna come at you
Okay,
with
listen.
flaming arrows and swords,
Listen.
and you're gonna
Okay,
die
but what
unless
about
you
now?
believe
What
I
about
say.
this? What about this? What about to the point in time where they stopped doing that? So you got to think about there was a
became
certain.
verbal and media
No,
visual
there was a
deception and propaganda. That's what it
Yeah,
became.
it's
a
deception.
Mind game.
It's deception.
And so that's what
It's
I'm saying.
deception.
That's what I'm saying. So let me say this. Check this out. Just pay attention to where I'm
I
going.
feel
I'm
like
building up to it. Check this out real quick. You're gonna like it.
okay.
You're gonna love
I'm
this.
building up
You're
to
gonna
it.
love this. You're gonna love it.
All right,
Check
what's
this
up?
out. Back then, it was guns. And then now everybody has guns. So we're like, well, we can't use guns anymore. We got to make them stupid. So when we say something, they believe it. That's why they dumbed them down. That's why today we're not as smart as we used to be. Because before we were like, you want my land? The one I was born and raised on. You want my tribe? You want my country?
I see where you're going
And we
with
were
that.
like, because you're what? And we're like, we're Christians.
Now.
We're God. We're the Crusade.
And you
So-
think that
and they
makes
said
some?
that with
And you
their
think that
words.
makes someone smarter?
Yeah, no, they said that with their what words? And then the people were not stupid enough to fall for it. They're like, you're not a god. You're not a fucking anything to me.
So
Here's a bow and
Not
arrow.
to fall
They were
for
like,
it. Yes, they did.
stood
A
up.
bunch of people
No,
fell for
no,
it, bro.
they stood up with their bow and arrows. That's why
You
there
gotta,
was a
you
war.
gotta know. You have
Some
to think.
people fell for
You
it,
have.
but not as many
It's
as
not
today.
some.
Not as many as today because there
Yes,
was a
way
war.
more than way more.
Today, way more
Way
people. Way
more.
more people
And then you got
today-
no,
way
bro.
more
You have to
people today
listen,
will
bro.
fall for your
Religion,
words.
religion is not so.
And that's all I can say about the debate
look.
because we're not seeing eye to eye.
No,
It's
I had to
facts.
look.
It's
You
very
have to look at
factual.
it.
Man,
So,
you guys are just talking.
so
Well,
when I say deception,
hold
you know, when I was like deception and religion, the first thing you jump to was Christianity and the
Crusades.
Crusades. Okay,
And the
so
overtaking of
listen,
America.
listen. So with the Crusades, there's two sides of that, right? It was the if I'm
I stopped listening after
it's
Crusades.
the Istanbul, you know, Constantinople, the motherfuckers, them Turkey motherfuckers, right? I believe that's the
Middle
two people.
Eastern.
It was the Muslims and the fucking
East.
and
Middle
them.
East, yeah.
So they both, you know,
King
before they
Arthur.
even fought,
King
before
James,
they
sorry,
even
King
fought,
James.
before they even fought, both sides had religion. One was Christianity, and the other one was Muslim. So before they fight, they both believe in religion. And so that's deception right there.
It's not deception. Who is deceiving who? Who believed
And
the other-
religion.
Who believed the other person based
It-
on words?
no, it's not. Oh,
Deception
it's
is a
not.
word game.
It's not. I believe you. I believe who.
Yeah.
It's I believe my God. I believe. I feel like. I feel like if
Something
you
that wasn't there
religion-
That's a disagreement. That's
I
not
feel like-
deception. That's a
no, no, no,
disagreement.
no, no, no. I'm not talking about. I would agree with my God. You agree with your God. We fight. No, I'm talking about. I agree with my God. That's deception right there.
Why?
Immediately,
Why
me
are you
believing in
being
my God
deceived?
because I'm now believing in something another man told me.
Yeah.
And
Based
so
on
no
how
matter.
you were
And
raised,
so
based on the
I'm
environment you were raised in.
okay.
Yeah.
Yep. And so I'm believing something another man told me.
Well, okay,
I'm
so-
believing a bunch of. I'm believing stuff. I'm believing now. I'm believing stories of X, Y, Z.
Can I ask
this,
you this?
you know,
Can I ask you
some
this?
some
Though? Can
crazy.
I ask you
That's
this on that
deception.
topic?
You
On that
guys have been
topic,
talking a lot.
It's like
I
telephone.
might actually
It's
agree
like
with
telephone.
Jacob then
can I
because
ask you this though?
he's saying, hold
Well,
on, you're saying that the people back then were a lot smarter because they're like, oh, you want my land? Nah, fuck that. You know what I mean? They weren't easily swayed.
You want to tell me
They
how to
were-
milk my cows?
Exactly. Okay,
Get the
hold
fuck
on.
outta here,
Now,
dude.
what Izzy's saying is, and nowadays people are more dumb. Well, not
They're
even
more-
nowadays.
he
Back
thinks
even
more
back
smart,
then,
yeah.
he said, well, he's saying the basic deception was the minute you accepted religion, you were deceived because you were believing something that somebody else was telling you.
Well,
Now, listen to me.
go ahead.
You're right because the people in the 1940s
They
hell,
stuck
were
up for
smarter
themselves,
'cause
yeah.
They did. They were like, nah, fuck that. I ain't listening to none of that shit. Well, we heard this. I don't give a fuck what you heard. Look at West Virginia. They're so far back. If they tell you what the fuck I don't care what the fuck you told me unless Jimmy Bob, Sue, and them told me this, I don't fucking believe it. Now, the internet has dumbed us down so much and persuaded us so much.
Persuaded,
You know what I
deceived.
mean? Has
Yeah.
deceived us. You know what I mean? Because we have, like you said, done trusted either one or many people over our own beliefs, like the ones back in 1940 and even earlier when they were like, no, I'm gonna trust my
Here's
cousin until
here's
you
a
get the
question.
fuck off
Here's
my
a question
lawn.
I have. So, you know,
So I see where you guys
so
are going.
so
That's all I'm saying.
so we're kind of at a stalemate with that. You know, we'll put a pin
Well,
in
I
there.
have
Well,
one more
well,
thing
all
to
right,
say.
all right, go
I didn't
ahead.
get to throw
Go
my.
ahead. Sorry.
Well,
Go
think
ahead.
about it.
Hold on,
I
hold
was
on,
an
hold on.
outside source and I understood where both of you guys
Go
were
ahead.
going.
So, when you say deception, or when you say religion is the beginning of deception,
Mm-hmm.
I don't agree
I
because.
said that,
Well, he said that too.
but that's where I thought
I
he was
don't
going,
agree.
yeah.
I don't agree because anybody who's ever been a civilization, more than one person will have a common set of beliefs. That's how it is. When you have a child, you raise them under what you know. That's not deception. That's an honest.
That's not
given.
religion,
That's not
though.
But
religion.
yes,
You
it
just
is.
said that's
No, it's not.
beliefs.
Yeah, belief
Morals.
is.
That's not religion.
Morals.
Belief is religion.
That's not religion.
That's not religion.
Well, check this out. So, what
Go ahead,
bel-
go ahead.
religion is a practice of certain beliefs.
Yeah.
That's what religion
No.
is. It's
what-
religion.
Towards
What the fuck
towards
is
a
religion?
God. You have to. It's a
Yeah,
God.
it's a belief in a God, a deity. Religion is a practice of beliefs.
Look it up, bro. Look it up,
That's
bro.
what I'm saying. I'm struggling to speak intelligence with less intelligence.
I'm telling you, bro.
No.
No, bro.
He's saying
You have to have a
Religion-
God.
religion-
Religion, like yes, that's certain. That's
Your
certain
belief is in God.
beliefs.
Let's say your belief is in a God. Religion is practicing your beliefs towards that deity.
it doesn't have to
That's
be a
what
deity.
religion is.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Religion
So
is practicing your beliefs.
towards a deity.
Deity.
You know. Okay.
And so-
Okay. Hold on. Put a pin right there. To a deity. So how is me taking care of my kid?
Well-
Me practicing my beliefs to a deity.
No,
So
that is
check
a
it.
religion, bro, but that's
Yeah.
not a deity.
But that's-
your beliefs are that no man, or your beliefs are no man should probably abandon their child and should be there for him, right? That's your belief, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't have like
You
I'm
can
sorry,
practice that religiously.
I believe a religion is not a deity. A
No.
deity is just
Religion
given
is a practice of
that
beliefs.
belief. So you're telling me that
Religion is a practicing of
that would be
beliefs.
great fathers. That to me would be the religion of great
Yeah.
fathers.
Religion is
That's
a
how I'm looking at it. That's all I'm
religion is a practicing of a belief system.
I
That's
just
what
don't think it's a
religion
God in
is.
general.
Period.
I feel
That's
like
how
you
they
have to.
defined it in the-
Some look it up, bro. Look it up, bro. I feel
the
like
definition of religion is the practice of a belief system.
Webster's, right?
it doesn't.
Just
Yeah,
look
Webster's.
definition
Just Google.
definition
shut
of
up.
religion. It's a practice of beliefs.
I feel like towards like a deity, bro.
That's fine. We'll wait till it
What's
pops
another
up.
topic besides this? Because that's where I keep telling
We'll
people-
get off of it.
Well,
We'll
be-
hop on
we
one
were
after
talking
this.
about- we gotta finish.
this
Yeah,
one.
we gotta
Yeah.
finish the
Webster's, what is it?
who's
Webster's
smarter
theory
previously or
of-
now.
of religion, right? Dictionary.
Yeah. It's just hard for me because I have a strong stance on this when I want to get it in.
You do. I know. This was.
I feel like that's not. I feel like you know me taking care of my kid, me doing my everyday routine. That's not a religion. I feel like I don't
It's
have. That's not a.
What is the definition of
What
religion?
does the word religion literally mean? Respect for what is sacred, reverence for the gods, sense of right, moral obligation. Well, then we're both right. And sanctity, obligation, the bond between man and gods.
Just
is
look up
derived from
religion.
The Latin
Here,
word
let's-
religion.
Just look up religion. And then
That's right there.
definition.
That's right here. That's right here.
So he's right. And
Said
you're right.
respect for what is sacred. Yep.
So in
Right,
that
for the God sense of night moral.
Neither of us are wrong.
Right.
He says gods, we say morals and beliefs because to me it doesn't have to be a deity that you
So
refer
it's
to.
regardless. Regardless, it's
Yes.
practicing what
I
your
agree.
community believes in, what you were raised in. Okay, so like the dawn of time. Let's say there's two people, a man and a woman. Let's just hypothetically say that. These two people developed a belief system. When they raised their kid and taught that belief system to them, they were not
Okay,
deceiving
so
them.
hold on. This is
They
this.
weren't
All right, I'm
deceiving
on
them.
WebsterDictionary.com. Right, WebsterDictionary.org actually. .org.
Well, yeah, that's the legit.
Org says the outward act. It says this is the number one. It's a noun. This is the number one definition. The outward act or here, I'm gonna let you read it. You're the fucking English teacher.
I'm
He
so
got the
excited
English
about
voice.
this.
He got the voice.
The outward act or form by which men indicate their recognition of existence of a god or of gods having power over their destiny, to whom obedience servants and honor are due. The feeling of expression of human love, fear, and awe of some superhuman or overruling power, whether by profession of belief, by observance of rites and ceremonies, or by the conduct of life. A system of faith and monotheistic religion.
Monotheistic.
Yes, thank you. Religions, natural religions, revealed religion. You fucker. I don't care about your damn run. An orderly life so far as others are able to observe us is now, and my screen's cracked. That fucked you up too. And then produced by prudential motives or by dint of habit.
Habit.
So that's so
Deities are
it's
true. It's
it's
practicing your deity's
Yep.
beliefs.
So the
Belief
main
in
thing, the
deities.
main thing is
But without seriousness, there can be no religious principle at the bottom. No course of conduct from religious motives. In a word, there can be no religion. That literally is worded so horribly that
That's
I'm
some
pretty
bullshit.
much it's pretty much saying if no one takes it seriously, then there is no religion.
Yeah.
Is what it's saying. That was poorly
Yeah.
worded.
so what it's saying is the main thing is you gotta, you gotta believe in God. It's
A deity, yeah.
something around a God or a
Something
manifestation of a
supernatural.
deity,
Something
blah, blah,
beyond
blah.
human realms.
But it's also saying at the same time practicing the same, but
Habitually.
practice morals
Yeah,
and
habitually. You
yeah.
do it on
But
a
is
habitual
it
basis, you
saying?
practice
Do you
it.
think it's saying it like in general or towards the deity?
It's yeah.
Literally, this is the best way it probably states it on here. Religion means the conscious relation between man and God, the expression of that relation in human conduct. I would probably understand that better because now you're saying the relation in human conduct, how we interact in our morals and how we treat each other and everything,
Based on what
based on
the God
what,
we believe in.
yes, based off what higher power or deity or manifestation
And that enjoying includes doing the same thing
So
over and
that's
over
where
and
I
over
tell
and over and
people-
over.
That's where I
So,
tell people the
correct,
older,
correct.
the longer we've been alive, and the longer we've been able to sit here and think and conjure our own thoughts and opinions, we have moved from there being a secular, you know what I mean, fucking vote.
Big word.
Everybody, yeah, you know what I mean.
Big word.
Big like that plate I ate on Thanksgiving, bro. That shit was nice. Like, it's preposterous. Like you, big as shit. It's like, I seen that shit on Action Jackson. He said, "Look at this, like on Zion Williams." He said,
Yeah.
"Nigga, you are preposterous. How the fuck
So
did
what
you
I'm
jump?"
saying, saying is, if you,
I go on this. Shit all the
Yeah,
time,
if-
that's not- but yes, we're both right though.
if
is
you
what
have,
I'm saying.
if
Yeah.
you, so, I don't. That's why I don't say that religion is the foundation of deception. I don't think that that's where deception started because they didn't know any better. They're not purposely deceiving. Look up the
Exactly,
definition of
that's
deceiving.
deception.
To
Yeah,
deceive
but-
somebody.
That's
no,
deception.
To deceive somebody.
When
What's deception mean?
But when you say religion means the conscious relationship between man and God and the expression of that relation in human conduct, where was the? No, that wasn't.
I feel like the
Hold on.
deception
The
comes.
seriousness. Where was the seriousness one at? That's the one I'm talking about. When they told
Well, what
you
does
the
it mean to deceive
seriousness,
somebody?
I feel like
you have to be taken seriously.
Well,
To
I want to
deceive
know. I want to know what it means to deceive somebody.
Oh, okay.
I feel like the deception.
Deception.
You know, a big part of
To
the.
deceive.
You know, a big
Deceive-
part of
deceive or deceive, what does that
a
mean?
big part of religion when it becomes deceptive is like my God's better than yours.
That's an
Yes,
deception.
that's yes.
Yeah, but the deception is, hey, our God's better than his.
That's a
Yeah.
position. That's a position of thought. It's not a
Deception-
deception.
No, I feel like I feel
What
like
does it
that's
mean to deceive
deceiving. That's
somebody?
deceiving.
Deception would be me stabbing you in the back and someone out front.
Or
Hold
telling
on,
someone
I
a
got it
lie.
right. Hold on. Deception would be, example would be me stabbing you in the back, someone screaming out, "Oh my God, they shot him in the forehead," and then going, "Oh my God, he was shot," and everyone believing he was shot. The person deceived
So
you.
what's the difference between, oh, my God's better than our God's better than his God? Everybody
That's an
believes it,
argument.
right?
No, that's just an argument.
or an opinion, yeah.
Okay,
That's-
what's
but deception or to deceive, to lead into error, to cause to believe what is false, or disbelieve what is true,
Mm-hmm.
to
It means
impose
you-
upon, to mislead, to cheat, to disappoint, to delude, to ensnare.
Yeah, it means you have
Evil
to
men-
trick somebody.
Evil men and seducers shall wax.
To deceive somebody,
worse
you
and
have to
worse,
trick them.
deceiving and being
That's
How
what I'm
is-
saying. This is an orange sweater. And if I could say that in a way to get your consciousness to perceive me wearing an orange sweater, I tricked you. And
Yeah,
I
but
deceived you.
what's the difference between, like,
Or if I looked at you and
so
said,
this is
I didn't
this is
watch
how I
porn
you,
today,
you
and
so
I actually,
so
and what
what's
if
the
I
di-
actually
like
did?
this is okay, hold on one word two
deprived by fraud or stealth.
one word evangelist. The motherfuckers who are on TV preaching about God.
Joel Osteen or whatever.
How is that not
That's
deceiving? How is that not deception? Okay, now take that, and now I feel like multiply that by 10 when it's just word of mouth.
Yeah.
When it's just preachers, word of mouth, if they're that bad and fucking right now when they're not starving and they're not like, you know, think about a preacher back in the day when they're like, I'm actually starving. Oh, God told me to tell y'all to give me money.
An argument like that, I see where you're
Like,
Well,
like,
here's-
how is that not deception?
No, here's the
That
thing.
is
That's a part of
deception.
religion. That's
No,
a part of religion.
Here's the thing.
That's
Here's
all.
the
Good,
thing.
you have to take the good and you have to take the bad of religion, and that is a part of religion.
Well, check this
No
out.
matter what
That's-
religion it
it's
is.
a valid point, but it's still incorrect because to defraud somebody means you have to
There was literally
get them to believe a lie. You can't unnecessarily say Christianity is a lie because it's not
that's
provable
not
or
what I'm saying.
disprovable.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying I'm not
That's what
saying no.
deception
Listen,
is.
listen.
Manipulation
Listen.
is what
I'm
you're
not. No.
talking
No. No.
about.
No. No.
That's manipulation.
You have to deceive somebody to manipulate them, right?
You don't.
I feel like they're what's
They
the
go
word?
hand in hand.
What's syllables? Synonyms? What's the word that they mean the same thing but they're different words? Synonyms. I feel like they're synonyms.
But
I feel
it's
like
not-
to mischieve some like I'm not talking about Christianity. I'm not talking about
To deceive somebody is to get
I'm-
them to believe a lie. That's
okay.
what deception
And
is.
you don't think
Manipulation
and
is
you
to
don't-
get them to believe something that is not proven true or false.
so. Get the wait. What? Hold on. Say it
A
again. Say it
lie-
again.
a
Say it again.
lie- a
Hold on.
lie-
Hold on.
okay.
Hold on. Say exactly what
A
you said
lie
again.
is like this. Hey man.
That's not what
so-
you said 2 minutes ago. I didn't catch it. You
So
said it too fast.
deception is getting somebody to believe a lie.
Is that what it said?
To defraud somebody. What is it?
Manipulation is
First I said deception is getting
Well, you
somebody to
did say
believe a
that
lie.
first, yes.
To manipulate somebody is to just get them to believe something that is not proven true or false. It's just to manipulate their belief system. Is to change their
you
mind.
said is to get them.
Manipulation is to change somebody's mind or sway
It's
them.
the same thing as deceive.
Deceive is to get them to believe
In
a
a
lie. though.
broad-
It's something that is that is actually a lie. Like, let's say I threw a dart and I missed the bullseye, but I said I hit that, and you believed it. That's deceiving.
That's manipulating and deceiving. It's the same
Now,
thing.
if you
I feel like hold
believed
on.
it-
I feel
you
like
believed
it's
it, he manipulated you. If you went up there and moved it, and he didn't see you move it, and he still believed you, not only did he manipulate you, but not only did you manipulate him, but you also.
we're gonna need
Well,
the definitions on that.
So we're just
It's just
working
it's
around.
to stealthily do something. So okay, for instance, I'm telling you. So for instance, so like he said, if he threw it and hit the fucking hit right here and said he got a bullseye, and you're looking over here, right? He goes, "Oh, I got a bullseye," and then walks over and takes it. Not only did he manipulate you by taking advantage of the fact that you're not looking, and he told you, so you're going.
Let's make it easy.
So
Let's
that
make it easy.
hold on. So
That is, like,
hold
I'm
on.
not
So
even-
that
I'm
would be
on
that
some
would be
teacher shit,
that
is
would
the
be
easiest
that would be the
way.
equivalent of God told me to give you money so I can pay for my jet.
That's manipulation.
But that's where I'm going. So, okay, you didn't see God talk to me and tell me to do that.
Which means I
But-
can't prove or disprove it.
Yes, but
But you didn't see me move the dart either.
but I told you that, and you're believing it, are you not?
Wait, 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 wait.
Now you're manipulating.
I'm
The
gonna give you.
manipulating
Wait,
is
I'm
you.
so confused. I'm so
Well,
confused.
here, check. I'll make it easier. Okay, so deception would be this. Let's say my old lady asked me a question that's important to her. Did I watch pornography today? She says, "Hey, did you watch pornography today?" Now, on my end, I know that I did, but I say, "No, honey, I didn't," and I make perfect eye contact. I don't show any body signs of lying, and she's like, "You know what? I actually believe you."
So that's
That's
lying.
deception.
He deceived her. Yeah.
That's blatant deception.
So deception is lying.
Because I
So-
didn't change her beliefs about me. I didn't alter how
So
she
what would
perceives me.
manipulating mean?
Manipulating is like this. Now check this out. Let's say she.
She asked you the same question. But hey,
but
did you watch
th-
porn today?
But there's no deception this time. Let's just go to manipulation. Manipulation is like this. It's altering your surroundings. It's altering somebody's belief of reality.
Can you look up manipulating, please?
So
Manipulating.
Let me explain it first.
Okay, you look it up. Where?
so to manipulate somebody is like, let's say she set a boundary, right? Let's say I don't want to kiss today, or I don't want to hug, and I say, you know what, honey, I really love you, and I smile at her, and my smile and my vibes and my energy towards her changes how she felt, and she's like, you know what, yeah, you can have a kiss. I manipulated her to get my result. I changed her perspective of reality, and she didn't have to believe a lie. I didn't deceive her. I just changed how she felt. I manipulated how she felt about herself.
Okay, yeah. So you didn't say anything.
Yeah.
So you don't say anything about what you want, but you get them. You.
You can
So
even
so
use
hold on,
words.
hold
You
on.
can use
N-
words,
No,
but you just
no.
don't
What you're
Right where you're going. Yes,
no. What you're saying is, all right. So what you're saying is like, oh, I act a certain way to get you
to get my result.
to get my result.
Influ-
I don't have to. I don't have to say nothing.
Exact influence or control shrewdly or deviously. He manipulated public opinion in his favor. Pull strings, pull
Right.
wires,
You see?
synonyms. Hold
It's
something
different
in
than
one
deception.
hand. Like you said.
Work or operate with hands, especially when not to control actions of by management as to
Well, like, for
manipulate a
instance,
correction or
What if you
delegate
want to
also
play?
to-
Remember when you're like, hey, do you want to play Apex? And I'm like, man, I've been killing it with the sniper, bro, dog. On that Call of Duty, dog, I've been killing it. You'd be like, yeah, I'd be like, yeah, dog, headshots all the time. You'd be like, yeah, I'm like, I mean, we can play Apex, but I'm telling you, my sniper's so nice on Call of Duty, it's ridiculous. And you go, you know what? Yeah, load up that Call of Duty. I manipulated you. I didn't want to play Apex. All I did was say, hey, I want to play COD, but I didn't say I wanted to. I'm telling you how nice I am. I'm telling you how good I've been getting at it. You're
Yeah,
getting
so-
8 dubs. Okay. And then you're like, so I didn't, like, I could, and I said words, but I didn't tell you to do it. So I manipulated you into thinking.
Yeah.
oh,
So that's like so I'm putting it like this. I'm putting it like this. All right. I'm gonna do two ways. One way is nowadays, and the other way is back in the days. Nowadays, I feel like so. What you're saying is, so manipulating would be, oh yeah, I was talking to God the other day, and he was telling me that somehow, some way, we're gonna get the funds to get these repairs for the church. And he said he doesn't know how I'm going to get it, but he just wants me to pray and believe that somehow, some way, somebody is going to help us get through this time.
Is he talking to a
He's talking to. I'm talking to a TV. I'm talking to a TV.
Or then there's a conversation.
Yeah,
Call
yep.
it, keep
You know,
going.
somehow, some way, we're going to get these funds and everything's going to be okay. Everybody pray, and somehow, some way, we're going to get it.
Now, have you heard him say
And-
this? This is what
and
this
now
is what I
that-
always hear Joel say. Now, I don't want anybody. You know what I mean? You don't have to do anything. You don't, have to say. You don't have to give.
If you
anything.
can't do it, don't do it.
Don't worry. God will always make a way. But here's the number down low.
Yeah.
If you feel in your heart, if you feel in your now,
If you-
were perfect,
if you-
you're right.
You know,
That's
like that.
manipulation.
Yes,
That's
that's
manipulation.
Yes,
That-
that's him.
That's
He told you
manipulation.
he
He's
needed a new route, but he didn't say.
he didn't
wanted
say
you to buy the
all
new
right.
route.
Yep. So
He just
that's
said he needed a
manipulation.
route. So he pulled
That's-
at a string.
Yep.
So here, now let's.
Hold on. I'm not.
He's getting
That
better.
that's
Getting
manipulation.
Okay.
That's manipulation. When he's like, I don't. God said this is gonna happen, but I feel like deceiving. Me personally, deceiving is like God told me to tell you to give me $20. The deceiving part is me. I'm lying. I'm lying about God telling me something.
You are defrauding
The
somebody.
That's
If
that's
they
where the
end up paying
deceiving
you
comes.
20
no,
bucks, you
that's
defrauded them.
no,
That's
no.
that's where
If they
that's
end up
them.
paying,
That's
if they end up
influence.
paying him $20, he did both. He
That's
That's
a both
deceiving.
That he
scenario.
manipulated.
That's
and,
a
and
deceiving.
deceived.
That's a
Yes,
both scenario.
that's
a both.
deceiving. I
Well,
didn't.
because you
That's a both.
lied,
That's a
you
both.
lied, and
This-
you manipulated
yes.
somebody else's.
This is deceiving. This is me going.
You
All right,
influenced.
this is going. To deceive someone is saying like, well, for instance, yeah, pass the charity bowl around. Yeah, we're gonna put a collection plate out. Everybody put the money in for the collection plate. You know what I mean? It goes for the church. I mean, blah blah blah, and all this.
And they
that.
keep it.
And then yes, they don't tell you they keep it, but then the next thing you know,
Oh,
he has a
okay.
brand new Phantom. He
Okay.
deceived you into thinking that, yeah,
I
we fixed
get it.
Now,
Yeah.
manipulation
Okay.
was what you said.
Manipulation
could
would
be
be
this.
like I need God
God
said we gonna be
we're gonna
okay.
find a way
I
to
know
do
the
it.
AC
That's
don't work,
manipulation.
but we gonna figure it out. If you feel like you can help, yeah.
Another one could be like, let's say you
Get
door
out.
ding somebody, they make it to their car before at the same time you did, and they're like, "Did you hit my car?" No, that's deception.
Yeah.
You deceived them.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody else said, "I just pulled in."
Yeah. Like
So
if
that's
I
deception.
ram the shit out of your car and they
okay,
walk
so
up here,
here-
and I'm like,
here's
nah,
the
dude,
point.
that's
Like,
Here's
shit.
the
that's
point I was
But
trying
you
to
didn't
make.
So
see it.
deception and lies.
So
But
not
yeah,
the
as long
same
if
deal.
you can't see a deception.
So now-
Deception's something you don't see.
So now check this out.
Like you'll never know it's happening.
Check this out one time. This is,
Cheating
the,
Gotcha.
is deception.
this is the big one for me versus why my definition of intelligence is how easily we're deceived and manipulated. How strong our mindset is. That's for me what
Yeah.
I view as intelligence. So nowadays, in my opinion, this is me, and just let's go hypothetically. My opinion, hypothetically, I believe that the government lied to the people and said COVID was deadly. That's my belief. So they deceived the people. They then manipulated them and altered their influence and their perspective of how they're going to be safe. They manipulated their version of safe and is saying you're not safe unless you wear a mask. A lot of them, most of the world is still buying into that manipulation and deceit. Back in the day, you go up to a farm family and they're all healthy, and you're like, "Hey man, you guys all got smallpox." I'm like, "No, the fuck we don't. Get off my land, or I'll shoot you."
That's not true.
No, that is true.
That
They
is true,
literally
but
would.
I
You
will say,
come,
yeah,
you come out of farmland, and
That's not
everybody there
true.
is healthy, and they're out there chewing on hay, and you're like, "Hey man, y'all are sick." I'm like, "Get the fuck off my land
Well,
before I
what
shoot you."
he's saying is like,
That's
so-
what they're gonna do.
so
They're
for
not gonna
instance,
just
if
fall
they're telling
for
you-
it.
all right, they're telling you a
They ain't gonna
pandemic's
just
happening.
fall for
Back
it.
then, like say if it was 1940s, farmers were out there and they were like, yeah, there's a pandemic, you need to wear a mask unless 1940.
They're gonna be like, "Last
But
time
they're
I
gonna be
checked, I
like,
got 10
bro,
fingers and 10
Yo,
toes, and
I
I'm
literally
just
sit around
fine."
methane all day.
Well, what about
I
well,
sit
what
and
about
eat
during the
shit.
polio thing back in the day during the 40s?
Now,
What about the Spanish flu? What about the Hong Kong flu? You know?
But it didn't affect the world on a global scale like
Yes,
it
it
is
did.
now.
The
It affected a
plague,
small.
polio. Oh,
It affected
Polio
I
was
will
bad.
agree.
Yeah,
I will
we did.
agree
We had to
with
get a
you
cure for
on the
that,
Hong Kong
yeah.
flu. The Hong Kong
Hong
flu is
Kong
probably
flu didn't do
the,
nothing.
it's
yeah.
the
I mean,
least
same thing,
pandemic
but
we've
yeah.
had in the before COVID.
But polio and TB.
polio,
yeah.
TB,
Yeah.
motherfucking smallpox. Yeah,
I don't know
big
about
time.
smallpox
Spanish
only
flu.
'cause I don't remember.
Spanish flu, huge. Spanish flu killed
Okay, yeah,
so
I
many
can't speak
people.
on that. I can't remember. I remember learning about it, but I can't remember like the details.
You know how they're
Well,
like,
what I'm
oh, we
saying
haven't
is-
had a
what I'm
we haven't had a
saying
big
is-
pandemic in 100 years.
What
Yeah,
I'm
I
saying
mean-
is,
Yeah, that
what I'm
100 years
saying
is Spanish flu.
What I'm
Spanish
saying
flu.
is healthy
But
people.
SARS, bro.
What I'm saying is if somebody approached those healthy individuals back then and said, "You're sick," they would have been like, "Get the fuck out of here, dude. I am obviously not sick." They had a strong enough mindset to say, "No, look, I'm actually not. Get the fuck away from me."
This is what
And now
I-
today you could take a perfectly healthy person who died in a motorcycle accident and say, "You just died from
Like,
COVID-19."
and I'm
And
not
it's
saying
like,
they
what
don't.
the fuck are you
It's like the
talking about?
fact-
And people
But that's-
fall for that. People fall for it.
I feel like
That's what I'm saying. Today people are so
All I'm
easily
saying-
so gullible and stupid.
All
There's
I'm
gullible
saying
I
and
feel like it
stupid.
was the same way back
But
in the
think
day.
about- yeah, think
Nah,
about
man.
it with the plague and
If I
shit.
approached a healthy person, a World War
What
II
about-
veteran, and I
okay,
said, "Hey,
hold
man,
on.
You got a disease." He'd be
Yeah.
like, "Get the fuck out of here."
What about
dude. I ain't
Salem
got-
witch trials?
What about them?
That's
They
all
were
beliefs
they
and
were
shit.
practicing they were
Is that
practicing
hold
holistic
on?
remedies and
Is that
manifesting
not? I'm not talking. I'm not talking about the people who they call witches. I'm talking about the people who are calling people witches.
They were jealous.
Well, what do you-
No.
Because we're talking about
Isn't-
diseases. What I'm saying is you're going on
Isn't that no? He was just listen. He was just saying. He was just saying. He was just saying. People today. He was saying people today are able to. You're able to go up to a healthy person and be like, you died. You died. It was from COVID, or you're healthy but you have COVID.
You're not actually healthy. The way you perceive yourself is false. You're not healthy. You need to go get checked out.
You're a witch. That's the same thing of being
telling
like
you you're obese,
Yeah,
but
tell me I'm
but
fat.
yet you
Get me
don't
to believe I'm fat right
but
now.
I'm just
Right,
saying,
I
like
won't
even
have
if they
No,
say
it-
you're obese, you don't know. They
No,
tell me my mom's obese, and my mom's heart rate's more healthy.
it
and
would
cholesterol's
be
more healthy
no.
than someone else.
It doesn't
I'm
have.
dead ass at her age. So what I'm this is what I'm saying. So in the plague,
sorry.
there were doctors that went in there. Yes, there were the plague doctors, masks and shit like that. But 90% of the doctors that went over
I'm
there
talking about.
went in there with a cloth over their mouth during the plague, which was airborne, which was fucking everything.
Yeah.
It was the
and
plague,
and there were certain doctors that never got the plague. It's not, dude. You can freak out about a pandemic all you want. If your immune system and your body is going to get that virus, you're going to get it. I don't give a fuck if you have a mask on. I don't give a fuck if you're fucking as healthy and you got a fucking like.
If it's meant to be, it's meant to be.
Your body was low and its defenses enough to get it. Yes, the
I'm just.
outside's gonna
I
be
just
getting
feel
all
like
of it.
people back then believe shit just as much as people believe shit now.
Well,
Because like.
yes, and I believe
Literally
that
think
wholeheartedly.
about the witch trials, bro.
But
Like
yeah,
I don't know
I
how
see
I
where
don't
you're
know
going with that
I
one.
don't know how
I
many
do.
more
I wanna
examples.
hear
Like
it,
think
though.
about
I'm
the witch
curious.
trials.
Yeah.
I'm
So
curious.
so
Yeah, go for it.
set it on the book.
Phone.
Oh yeah, the phone.
The phone.
It's
Right
okay.
next to it.
He's not gonna figure it out. It's all right. We said the foam.
There you go. Beauty.
There you go. All right, Salem witch trials. Salem witch trials.
Yeah,
They got everybody.
Yeah,
They got everybody in towns and congregations and motherfucking in a civil environment to believe certain people were witches.
Yeah, and to go burn them
In
and
order-
murder them in a horrible fashion.
And people
And they
believed
did,
it.
blindly.
People
They
believed it.
blindly did it.
That's deception and manipulation at the best.
I'm just saying.
But
People have always been like that. People are always believing, it's literally a mob mentality. The mob mentality has always been around,
manipulate and
bro.
deceive others. But I'm saying today more than
I don't think it's
I
any
think
worse as it is today than it's ever been in
I
history.
think it is more
I feel like
now
it's-
because of the media. You can reach billions of people versus just I'm just gonna go to my local community and influence a couple hundred people in this town where the Salem witch trials happen. A couple hundred versus a couple billion.
Yeah, but then you got to think about this. Back then, the couple hundred in the towns, it wasn't just one couple hundred town. It was like a town of 1,000, a town. It was a whole span of towns to where they were the only population. They were the only ones.
Not in the world though.
Not in the world.
And that's what I'm saying.
But those
worldly, globally,
okay,
we're
that's
dumber than we used to be in small groups.
I don't think so.
I do.
I think in small groups we might be, because like you gotta like that type of stuff. The Salem witch trials is a specific. It's a specific event that happened in Salem, but also happened on the East Coast of America during that time. Yep, isolated.
area.
But that type of thing happened a lot. Whether
In a small area.
well, in other places, like would you say, with the Aztecs and believing that they're like fucking human sacrifice type shit?
What about that? How is that?
That's
they're easily
I'm
deceived
talking.
or
I'm
manipulated?
deceiving. I'm talking about that's what the examples I'm giving are events where people were deceived.
Mhm.
Where we got a bunch or deceived or manipulated.
Yeah, but
that's
weren't.
that's what we're.
The
that's what
Aztecs.
we're-
Well, the thing is,
you
the
know,
Aztecs weren't purposefully lying to their people, so
they were
weren't deceiving.
manipulated.
Well, and they weren't. They're not trying to though. They had honest and pure intent.
Not
Which-
all of them.
Well, think
You
about
can't-
it. Think
you-
about it.
I-
You're,
I feel
if,
like
let's say
I
you're
feel
the
like
tribe
some-
shaman.
I feel like
let's
some,
say you're the tribe
but
elder.
not all of them, bro.
Let's say you're the tribe elder, right? Do you have malicious intent for your tribesmen? Do you have
The
an
tribe
intent- do
elder
you
might.
have-
The tribe elder might not. But
and what does
if?
the tribe
But
elder
what
do?
if? What if the?
What does he
What
do?
if? What if the medicine man does though?
But what does the tribe elder do?
He. What do you mean? he comes.
He
He's
influences
some
the tribe.
yeah,
Correct?
but he might not
influences
always
and raises
be
the tribe.
yeah, but there's other people. I'm saying
There
you
are
can't.
other people involved, but collectively, they're all looking to the tribe elder. There might be a rogue here
For
and there.
the sake of
There
argument,
might be a rogue
is what
here
he's
or
saying.
there,
So
but
just go
for
with it.
if there's a rogue here or there, they're not
No
going
what
to.
ifs, just go with it.
Typically, majority of the time, they're not going to sway the whole group to overthrow the elder, and they're not believing that the elder is manipulating me because they understand that the elder is teaching all he knows. He's going from an honest and a pure heart to teach what he's knows. He's not deceiving or manipulating.
But that's not
he's
always
now, hold on.
happens
He's
though.
being-
That's
he's
not
being
always what it
genuine.
is.
He's
That's not
being
always what it
genuine.
is.
But no,
You have
he's
to
right.
admit. You have to admit that's not. You can't say every shaman,
I'm
every
not saying
elder.
everyone.
Yeah, that's what
I'm
I'm
just
saying.
saying
I'm saying you have to.
globally
You have to
now-
split. You have to split it. You have
Yeah.
to. You know, back.
Well,
You have
you're
to split
thinking-
it.
You're thinking like in these small groups, that deception was still as easy as it is now.
Yes.
Can I say something as a teacher?
Yes, it was still as easy, but I'm saying collectively, the world,
Can I say something?
everybody in it.
Can I
on
say
every
something as a
continent-
teacher?
Wait 1 second.
No, hold on. I just want to say this before you keep going for real. I know you're making great points. What I'm saying is, Izzy, when he's saying his points, you know how you keep doing the what ifs. You don't do the what ifs. Let him keep going. Just listen to what he's saying.
Yeah, I just
yes,
did.
but when you do, I understand it's cool. But when you do the what ifs, it's like you're trying to.
No, because
He's
I'm
defending your
focusing
point.
I'm
Yeah.
focusing on the what ifs.
Yeah, but you gotta wait until like, all right, as soon as he's done his entire point, then hit it, because maybe whatever point he's about to hit to, your what if will be answered. But if he's like, I notice you keep jumping around because you'll start getting to a good point, and then you'll hit him with a like what if, like me, I like
Before I finish,
Yeah, and as a teacher, I used to tell my students this. I understand you want to say something.
Just wait till I finish.
just wait till he finishes, because as soon as he's done, and then you hit him with the what if, then there's the only rebuttal he'll have is
for that specific
for
topic,
that
instead
him
of jumping
back
around.
and going, but I said this, just
Got
That's
you.
the only
Got
reason I
you.
want to say that to you, because because I keep staring at the camera, because when YouTube, it's like as a teacher, it irks the shit out of me, but at the same time, I'm not mad at you two, because that's what a good student does. They fucking, but what if this happens? What if I used to tell my
You
husband
gotta
this
have
Like
all the
questions.
time,
yeah,
bro.
You gotta
I
have
feel
questions.
like we're arguing 2 points. you know?
Exactly, but yeah.
And my point is the what if, and you know
And-
that there will always be a negative to the positive.
Yeah. And
Well,
he's
what I'm
showing you, like, well, for instance, in history, even with the natives, they always respected the elders because the elders passed down the knowledge, is what he was getting at.
Genuinely.
Genuinely. Yes, there
Not
Yeah, but they
deceptively,
the,
not
yeah,
were
but
the
manipulated.
what ifs, the ones that were like, nah, fuck that.
There
I ain't
could
doing
be
that.
crooked.
Yes,
So check
but-
this out. Okay, so
Now keep
here's the
going.
point.
Yeah.
Here's the point. What I
Oh,
mean,
see,
what
I
I'm
had a great
saying,
what if
what I'm
right
saying
there.
is,
See? That's what
I had a
I'm
great,
what I'm
but I
saying
didn't say
is
it.
Save
the
it, yeah.
scale
I'm proud of
of
you.
things,
Save it.
the scale of what is happening, the scale of what we're talking about is much bigger today than what it was back then. So that's what I'm saying. Now people are dumber today because a larger scale of people worldwide are more easily manipulated, deceived, versus back in the day. Yes, people were still able to be manipulated, deceived, but not on a global scale like they are now.
They were more.
You couldn't deceive the whole
they were
world
like
back
you,
with the Salem
for
witch
instance.
trials.
Yeah.
So look,
You
in
went
Russia,
what if on everything, you're
dude,
like what if.
the-
Nowadays, there's no use. There's
Dude,
no what if.
those Soviet Russian warriors who just drank vodka and slayed people, if they heard about Salem witch trials, they'd be like, more vodka. They would not blink an eye. They would not be manipulated
No,
to see.
yeah,
They'd just be
what-
like, more
hold on,
vodka.
Hold
I'm gonna
on.
go slay this
What's
European
the
fucking
what's
national that I have to
no?
kill.
What is the? There's a Russian leader who was a fucking wizard.
Oh, Rasputin.
He was believed to be a wizard.
That's on there.
And when you're like the Salem witch trials, when you're like when you talk to a Russian who's drunk about the Salem witch
Anastasia.
trials,
The movie Anastasia.
they're gonna be like, yeah, witch, wizard, yes, I seen. We killed him, no. We praised him, yeah.
Yes.
Like,
that's
there's a
weird.
different-
But they're not
Hold on,
manipulated
hold
or
on.
deceived.
See, now
They're
let
not.
me,
They're
let
agreeing
me, let me stop
that
you
witches
right there. Let me
exist.
stop you
Witches,
right
they're
there.
agreeing that magic witches and wizards exist, but they're not being deceived and going and
That's-
murdering him and burning him at the
That's
stake.
where your argument's totally to me. See what you
Off
just said
tangent.
to me? You just no, it just goes about because you're like no, because you said the Russians they'd be like nah, fuck that, more vodka. He's like nah, they'd be like dude, they had Rasputin who who was a wizard.
We've had
which is
But they
wizards and
didn't burn
witches.
him at the stake.
Yes, they
No, they
did.
didn't burn his
They
What
killed that
happened-
nigga,
yes,
bro. They
yes.
shot the. They didn't
But
burn
what
him at the stake.
happened
They shot the
was-
shit out of him,
What
bro.
happened was,
But it didn't have. It didn't
he
have.
was
I'll give it to you. It didn't
accused-
have to do with
yes,
wizardry.
he was accused of cursing the family after he had supposedly poisoned one of the to-be heirs.
Right.
You know what I mean? And
It was
they
their
thought
own
it was
set of
him.
problems in a
And
different
they,
part of
yeah,
the world.
so they killed him.
They
straight-
killed him
killed
for
the fuck
thinking
out of
he
him, and
cursed
they
him?
Cursed him. They,
And it
then
didn't
the
have
whole
anything to do with
family,
the
the
Salem
whole
witch
royal
trial.
family died. That's the Anastasia story. Remember? That's that Disney.
They
version
killed.
of
They
Fox.
they killed him
Okay.
over a curse.
So that
That
right
seems
there
like
is
wizardry.
the manipulation and the deception of someone believing that really like. Don't get me wrong. Yes, they all died, but there was a whole coup.
We already-
A whole coup
So-
was going on in
We
the-
already agreed that manipulation
So-
and deception can
Yeah.
occur, but how about this? Check this out one time. Salem witch trials happen in Eastern America, right?
Yeah, I'm saying
So,
upper
okay.
northern east.
So now how about
northeastern.
this? Over in Iceland,
Yeah.
you tell them about it, it gets over there through mail or a history book, it's dropped off at their door through a
Right.
crash
That's what
sailboat.
I'm saying. There's
And
no
they look
internet.
at it, and they look at it, and they're
20
like,
years later.
witches, whatever.
What the
Give me
fuck
more
is-
soup and haggis. I'm gonna lift weights.
How
I'm
do
strong
you-
man, Iceman. I'm from Iceland. Now go ahead and tell me there's wizards there.
That's
that
what
you
I'm
know
saying,
about.
because
I don't know.
There
they-
isn't. So
they
what
don't
I'm
know
saying
the
is,
country.
globally, we are more stupid,
Yes.
easily manipulated and deceived on a global scale
That's because of our
than we were
freedoms,
back
though.
then in history.
That's because of our
That's my
freedoms.
argument.
Is that your argument? Because our freedoms is what makes
Hold
us
on,
this
can I
dumb,
say
bro.
something now?
I'm telling you.
Can I sit?
Yeah.
Or
I'm
Alright,
done. Yeah, I can't say
so-
any more on mine. I'm done.
You're good.
so I feel like
I'm
I feel like I'm trying to. I'm gonna hit a couple of your topics. You said
I'm proud
one
of
at a
you,
time.
though, what if,
You
though.
said you know, you're like population. You know, you have to give it to scale. There's way more people now than there was then. Right? Right? But then you had,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
now.
based on the census.
Yep. All right. Now you have to think about how is the information given nowadays? Is the information distributed efficiently enough to where it can get to either the same ratio of people? You know, we'll give it a nice, easy math, 5-to-1 ratio. So
No.
that means, what do you mean no?
Well,
I'm
for-
saying no because
for-
information today is easily manipulated through media and editing. And
Do you not do? Okay, so
really easily
okay,
manipulated.
all right.
Talk
So
about one out of
now,
every
back in the
five.
day, all right. So
Easily
so
manipulate
hold on,
information
hold on,
back then?
hold on,
Yes.
hold on. Let me finish. Let me finish. Let me finish.
Yep, go ahead,
Let me
what
finish. So we'll give it an easy ratio,
if?
5-to-1.
Yeah.
So 5 people are now getting a fucked up, 5-to-1
For every
for
one
every
that
five,
doesn't.
for every one person that gets the right information.
5 don't.
5 have gotten fucked up information. To back in the day where I don't think
Do you feel
I
it
feel
was
like it'd be
higher or
like 5 to
lower?
I feel like it'd be maybe like 5-to-3, 5-to-2.
But
Five-
that's what he's saying.
But I feel like word of mouth manipulation was I feel like that was fucked up more. I feel like it would be more deceived but not on purpose. It'd be like the phone, you played the game telephone.
Deceived is
The word of
purposely
mouth,
lying.
like you're saying, you know,
Deceived
it's
is
just, it's
purposeful.
how you perceived it. You're not meaning to do it. It just
Deception-
fits, that's how it's told.
But
So
deception is
okay,
purposeful.
so what would it be like if I heard a story from him?
It's the
Story
Bible.
story was Jesus walked on water and gave one person bread.
The Bible. You change
I
it
tell
all the
you,
time.
Jesus walked across a river and gave 20 people bread.
Telephone game.
Yeah, so you're
Right? So
saying
what would
five-
that be called?
Exaggeration.
So,
What-
well, that's word of mouth.
Exaggeration.
That's exaggeration of word of mouth.
So
So,
that
what
would
I'm
be.
saying is,
I feel like exaggeration is deceiving.
It's lying. It is
So-
lying.
so it'd be
there's
deceiving
a,
then.
Hold on, there's a fine line with that because you're all right. That's more of an interpretation. So if I tell you, yes, I seen Jesus walk across water. All right, no, for instance, let's do it like this. Yeah, Jesus came, fished out the sea. You know what I mean? Got a bunch of fish for everybody to eat. Brought wine and everything. Blah 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 for them to eat and drink. All right. Next town, people walk with me. There's no internet back then. Blah blah.
Yeah, you
Next,
walk
people that
from
were
your town
there.
to my town.
Yeah, people that were there go and tell a story. Okay, maybe they tell a story, didn't come at the exact time Jesus was there. Came, there was already fish, there was already wine. Oh, you'll never guess what happened, man. I came there and it was Jesus. They were talking about we're hungry and we only have one fish. You know what I mean? All of a sudden, he turned his one fish into 1,000 fish. You know what I mean? Maybe he taught multiple people how to fish, but by the time that person got there, there was all he knew there was one person fishing, but when he came back, there was thousands of fish. So maybe he got in the story. Oh, there was thousands of fish already. Jesus just made that appear. So he tells that person that story. That person goes and tells the next person a story. Now he tells him Jesus seen that these people were having trouble. And
That's
they were
delusion.
starving.
That's delusion and
Yeah.
pollution.
That's
But that's
pollution.
what happened back then because we didn't have that. So,
That's where I'm talking about the.
But that's
the
not. That's not.
I feel like
intentional.
that's when it gets murky.
Yes, that's
to
not
me.
intentional. We didn't
That's
do
when-
that on purpose.
That's when I say back in the day people are dumber than now. Cause now you can be like, bro, this nigga name it, bro, I seen this shit. Bro, there's cameras everywhere, bro. This nigga was at the fucking lake, right, bro. And this nigga turned one fish into 1,000.
And I got it on camera.
And I got it on camera. And what the fuck, bro? Right? And the next couple days go by, I can research that shit. I can look it up. I can figure it out what was there.
You can
I
fact
can
check
I
it.
can fact
Yeah,
check it. I can
it's
figure
not
out you're
fact check,
lying.
You have more information readily available. What I'm
And that's
saying
why I
is,
say
what I'm saying is
So
the
you
ability.
saying we're smarter because of that now?
I say we have the I think it's very upsetting and I'm sorry.
Because
I might have just wasted about 20 30 minutes of your time.
feel like you
I
did
think I
because-
just about
because
I
no
think
one
I'm
does
just
that,
about
bro. I don't know a fucking
I
person
feel like
that goes. Somebody will fucking share something like.
I feel like we have the
David
ability.
Hasselhoff died yesterday, and I'm like. Dude,
I do it
look
every
that
time.
up.
I do it every time.
Thank
I
you.
see shit like that. I do it a lot.
You don't mean to
and
do
I
it.
know
I
a lot
thought
of
you
people who
do
do
it
it a
on
lot.
one thing, it was an anime thing. You posted
You
something.
posted it,
I was
and
like, fuck, Izzy, that's fake as shit. I even commented on it. I remember. I can't remember what it was, but I remember saying something. And you were like, yeah, bro. You know what I mean?
yeah, bro. I shared it, and then I finally, because what I do is I share shit, and then I go back and read it. Like I'm like, oh, I'm scrolling. Oh, that looks cool. Let me share that. I'm gonna go back and read that one on the share.
Now that right there.
But I feel like here is something that Jacob's gonna love to hear. I feel like we have the ability to be smarter,
But we're not.
but we're not because a lot of people
There it
don't.
is.
A lot of people
That's what I'm
don't
saying.
take
That's all I'm saying.
a lot of people don't take the initiative to do the research.
Exactly.
To
That's
conduct
why-
Their own science.
That's why I was saying I'm sorry.
It takes more work to.
It's all right,
put
man.
out
I'm just
something
glad we had the
truthful.
combo.
No,
Yeah.
that's how it should be though. People should like you guys. Even when you guys were getting little, like
Yeah, I feel like-
heated or even not
Oh,
even
we didn't
heated,
even
or-
I
get
get
heated at
passionate.
all.
would say
I get passionate,
That's
yeah.
what I want to say. Passionate.
I get fired
you
up.
guys understood. No, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna let him say what he needs to say because I feel this.
That's
way. And
respect.
Still, we're like, hold on, put a pen, and then still, and then you were like, yo, I think I just wasted 30 minutes of your fucking. See, that's what I'm talking about. That we don't have that no more, bro. Instead of
I
that
just feel
realization
like
coming,
I feel
could
like
you imagine
back
a
in the
Trump supporter and a Biden supporter sitting down with each other trying to become that conclusion.
I don't
That
want
will
to
never
have that.
happen.
I don't want to ever have
Because
that fucking
any type
conversation.
of politic or any type of, there's no such unity in that. There was unity here because we didn't pick a side. We were asking questions.
It's one thing.
There
One
was
thing
all
I gotta let
questions
you guys
asked.
know. This is. I don't know if anybody's fucking watching, but this is the prime example to say, you can, don't be married to your fucking ideas.
For real.
If you have one idea, and then you talk and you research and you do your own fucking information and shit,
Don't
and
be
you
ashamed.
figure out you
might
were a
be
little
wrong.
wrong,
Yeah.
but you might have been a little right, but you were mostly wrong.
Don't
It's
be
okay to be
ashamed.
like, oh, I was wrong. I now know better.
Bro, when was it
There's
wrong?
nothing wrong with that.
When did we ever grow up where the teacher told you it was wrong? It was wrong not to ask a question. You know what I mean? The only thing I hate.
It's
about
called the internet. You can't get rid of shit.
The
You
only
can't get rid of
thing I
shit.
hated about trying to be a teacher was the fact that we tell kids that they make wrong answers. There's no wrong answer. You tried to answer the question. Like, well, maybe let me rephrase that. If I say,
I was about to
hey,
say,
what's
I
the-
got a great what if for this one.
what's the
There are
capital
wrong
of
answers.
NC? And you say, go suck my, you know what I mean?
These
Obviously,
nuts.
That's a wrong answer. But what I'm saying is,
Or
if
like,
you legitly go, hey,
There's
what's
no stupid question. Yeah, that sounds like a stupid question to me,
there's
sir.
No stupid questions, there's no stupid questions, only stupid people. That's South Park.
Well,
right there.
there's
But
there
no, what
aren't
I'm saying
stupid
is-
questions. It's if somebody has a lack of knowledge and they ask a question genuinely
yeah,
to
why
make an
shouldn't they?
understanding, that's not
That's not
stupidity.
stupid.
That's a lack of understanding.
That's not
Yeah.
stupidity. But if
But
I
no.
look at you and go, hey, you ever seen a butthole wink?
Yeah,
That's a stupid question.
that
You
is-
know,
yes.
You know, there's
Now,
there's
yes,
stupid
yes,
questions.
yes.
Well,
But
that's not
in your
necessarily
example,
stupid.
Actually,
where
no,
you're
no,
like,
yeah, I can see, yeah.
I'm lacking intelligence and knowledge about this question. It may seem very common, but I'm lacking intelligence, and I asked
Honestly,
it.
How about
That's
the,
not a stupid
Honestly,
question.
there's no lack of intelligence, bro. That's
But
more
if I
maturity. Like,
but
a
if I
stupid
ask
question
you
would be
a
more like
dumbass
this. A
question,
stupid question would be more like this. Have you ever drank so much water you had to pee?
bingo,
yeah.
That's a stupid question.
bingo.
Or you
Because
ever
that's
had,
Hey,
common
bro, where'd you get
sense.
that green sweatshirt?
or you, have you ever had the wettest
Huh?
water in the world? Yeah.
Tunica?
I drank
Or
the
no,
wettest
this
water
is
in the world.
great. Yeah,
What?
great sweatshirt.
Exactly.
green?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stupid question.
Yep.
Exactly. Those,
Yeah.
That I can
Are you
understand.
guys ever had dehydrated water, bro?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
All you got to do is
For
add
real.
water, and it's amazing.
Yeah. You ever had water on the rocks? It's like, shut the fuck up, bro.
So those are funny jokes.
I feel more or less
deceptive,
it's
stupid
immature.
questions.
Like I said,
But now-
I said, it's never.
now-
What I hate, but the only thing I'm trying to say is I hate that.
If
when
it's a question
someone-
about a
yeah,
topic
if someone
somebody's
tries
teaching,
something and you tell them they're wrong and you make them feel bad about it, that shit pisses me
that's
off.
invalid.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because it's like even when you like for instance like if we're marking papers and using a red pen, I hate that shit because it even my
That's
students
authority.
Say, they're like, bro, you know what hurts
Hate
my
that
heart
red
is
pen.
when you mark number 2 with an X is what you do, and I'm like, why? And they're like, because it just feels like you know what I mean? Like
I tried. I
and
fucking
you were
tried,
like,
dude.
fucking idiot, you know what I mean? It's obviously A. Why did you circle A? You fucking circled E. There's no E. You wrote it in. You fucking idiot. You know what
It's
I mean?
multiple fucking choice.
Yeah, it's multiple choice, and you're over here fucking. You drew a diagram. What the fuck? I didn't ask for a graph. You know what
Bro,
I mean?
why is there a three paragraph essay
Yeah, right now.
about how Y is Z?
I shit you not. I had one student. I'll never forget this shit. This motherfucker. I said, please write me a 2-paragraph whatever about the fucking summer vacation.
You're a dick, bro. I
Bro,
hate it.
you have
I
to do it. It's
hate.
to assess.
I hate teachers who did that.
It's to assess who I need to take.
Assess these nuts,
I need
nigga.
to
I was
assess
in the
who I
back
need
of
to
the
give
fucking
better attention to.
bleachers getting
So,
some sloppy
if you're writing
toppy.
grammar, like if you're saying, "Oh, I did well this year," I'm not going to give you as much attention because you didn't say I did good. If you said I did good this year, obviously you need to tell your grammar's horrible. So I'm going to give you more attention.
I did
All that
better than I
goes.
did last
Yo,
year.
This fucking kid wrote me a fucking 25 fucking page novella. I fucking shit you not.
That's what you get.
Bro,
That's what
and
you do to
I
your
sh-
teachers who
and
you
no,
hate.
What made me laugh was
That's what you do to your teachers who you hate, man.
yo,
Oh, you want a fucking 2-paragraph fucking essay on how my summer was?
nah.
All right, 5-page
You know what he
essay.
did get? This motherfucker wrote about 3 pages of an actual essay that was actually interesting. I kind of got into it, not gonna lie. He was talking about going through some bullshit, finding out who his real dad was, played the shit out of me, bro.
He was
obviously.
black, huh?
No, he's a white kid.
What?
That's what made me mad because I knew it was thrown off at first because his
Like,
name
this
is
nigga's
Andre,
lying.
he's white, and this motherfucker is telling me he ain't never met his dad before. Mind you, if you ever met this fucking kid, he looks like he's got every type of designer clothes ever and shit. So anyway, like I'm reading this essay, gets really into it. Like he's like, yeah, my mom.
You
know,
just
he takes
doxed
me
the fuck
and
out
then
of
it
this
goes
nigga.
into all work and no play make Andre a dog boy for like 14 pages. And I
He
was
wait,
like,
he
this
wrote
dude
all
told
work
me-
and
told-
no
yo,
play.
Yes, he got into like a 3-page like decent fucking story and then trolled the piss out of me from there. I was into it, and then it was just like all work and no play, all work and no play, all work and no play, all work and then Bart Simpson, and I was like. I came in the next day, right? And I'm handing
And
this
he's
shit
looking
out,
at you
and
like-
this dude's fucking cheesing, bro, ear to ear, fucking.
You like my
ear to
essay?
ear, yeah. And I go to hand it to him, bro, and he's like, "Did you read it?" And I was like, "Yeah, you see me after class, dog." And he was like, "What did I do?" You know what I mean? And then he fucking come after class, and I'm like, "Bro, that was like the greatest shit I've ever seen in my life." Like, I'm not gonna lie, I respect the shit out of you, but if you ever do that shit again and I get into a story, I will fuck you up.
Swear to God, you're going to the
I
principal's
was like,
office.
you need to finish it. Did you meet your dad? He's like, bro, my parents have been married for like 40 years. Like, fuck
Bro,
you.
fuck
You
you.
get an A, bro. Fucking dick.
God damn
Get
it.
out of here, dude. That's like the greatest story I have. Besides
You gotta ask Shantae about her story, how she was adopted.
What?
Yeah, just ask her
You
about
should
it.
ask my grandmother how she rollerblades, bro.
I'm never gonna meet your grandma, but okay.
Well, no shit, she's dead. She has no legs, so she can't roll.
Ah!
Bro, I shit you not. I'm not even trying to be a dick about that because I am really sensitive on rollerblading. But this kid on the wrestling team.
You're a
shit you
sensitive
not.
rollerblader, you
Yo,
just said?
I'm sensitive.
I can see you rollerblading.
I did rollerblade.
You probably do roll up around the rink with a headband on, short ass shorts, and
Bro,
pink skates on.
What's that song? Too? It's like
That's that gay shit.
fucking 80s, fucking long as shit. Fucking stash, you know?
Hell yeah.
But
I am the tiger. It's the thrill of the fight.
no, I had somebody go up to me and go, bro, like we were wrestling, and it was right after practice, and the fucking dude was like, bro, go ask James. He was the fucking heavyweight at the time, and I was a freshman, and he was a senior, and he already wrecked me at practice like multiple times. But I got over on him. Like I did escape on his ass, and I got like I escaped, and I fucking like as soon as I locked up,
He's
on his back,
fucking
like,
lying, bro.
I shit you not, this thing
He's
just
lying.
beat the fuck up and just fell. And I was like, oh, well, I suck, you know what I mean? He's fucking bench press like 40 pounds. The dude was huge. So anyway, dude's like, this kid's like,
Go
ask
ask him.
about his grandmother, bro. She's a fucking hell of a rollerblader, bro. Ask her how she rollerbladed. Stupid me want to be fucking cool with the kids.
Okay,
and shit.
bro.
I'm like, bet, bro. Like,
Hey,
yo,
bro.
I was like, good matches today, man. He's like, good fucking owned you, bro. And I'm like, yeah. And my name's Tim. He's like, Tim, you fucking suck. And I'm like, well, you make basketball team, so.
Well, what do you
Wrestling's the next
expect?
bet. So I'm like, but I heard you. I was like, because I did rollerblade, so fuck you. And I'm like, yo, I was like, I can rollerblade pretty nice, but I heard your grandmother's nicer, bro. And the dead ass.
He was like, huh?
My grandmother doesn't have any fucking legs, bro. And I'm like, oh man, well, is she at least good in a wheelchair? Like, is she riding the rails? And he's like, she died last year. And I'm like,
Oh, good,
and I like turn around and look at this kid Brian, and I'm like,
He's
what the
fucking
fuck? And
cracking
he's
up.
like, bro, he's gonna kill him, get him over out. And I'm like, turn back around, and he's like, after school, bro. And I'm like, Jungle Gym. He's like, no, in the mat, you fucking faggot. You know what I mean? I'm like,
He said, he said juggle gym.
yeah, I was scared shitless in ninth grade. I'm like fucking shaking, bro. I'm like this 5'11"
Did you quit? Did you quit wrestling?
Hell no, I went in there and got my motherfucking ass whooped, bro. I got, dude, like we were doing the duck walks and shit.
Yeah.
Across the gym for like fucking 40 minutes, and I was like waiting, and the coach was like,
All right, live
wrestles.
wrestles.
To cut weight, and I'm like, I will. You know what I mean? I'm like 20 pounds overweight. I'm like, fuck yeah, I will, dude, because I'm already gonna weigh fucking heavy fucking weights, and these fuckers are seniors. Like, fuck this. So I'm trying to cut weight to get in there.
And he's like, all right, live wrestling. Come on, get on the fucking mat.
He's waiting, and he's like, all right, dude, we're gonna do the fucking what is it?
Wrestle ups.
Over-unders or whatever.
Yeah.
Duck hunters, yeah.
Oh my fucking god, dude, he just wracked me. That's where I learned.
He said, get over here.
the
You're my
fire-
partner today.
He taught me the fireman's carry by trial and error. By literally every time I got up, he fucking. Every time I got, and he's like, hey, you fucking done yet? I'm like, no. He's like, remember when you moved the bag on me in football too? And I'm like, fuck, I did that too. What the fuck?
What the fuck are you
Why
talking
do I
about?
keep doing this to you? And he's like, yeah, motherfucker, I don't know why either. I'm like, what the fuck?
Like, bro, smoke some weed.
Yo,
Forget.
that's what I'm
Damn.
telling you, man. You go to an all-white school, you get picked on. That's all I'm saying. They love me though.
Hell yeah, bro.
But I got
Fucking wrestling. Wrestling, I feel like
I learned a lot
wrestling's a
from that
great
shit, though.
sport to play because it humbles the
Hell
fuck
yeah,
out of you,
bro. I learned how to speak. I'll tell you right now.
I learned.
Were my upperclassmen because they taught me a lot. Like they really did. They taught. Ask Jacob, bro. I can fucking.
Oh yeah,
he's
you'd
quick
have
as shit.
you'd have to beat like for a long time. I didn't. It took literally until I was an upperclassman for me to be like, okay, I finally respect the upperclassman shit. Because it'd be like my upperclassmen were fucking dicks, bro.
Yeah,
They were like,
all are, though,
they were like,
you know what I mean? We were.
they were weird. They were like, and then with fucking wrestling, I don't know if you guys know, you gotta fucking shower together and shit. You know, you can be like, no, I'm not gonna shower, and your coach can be like, get the fuck in the shower.
Yeah, our
Get the
coach was-
you're
our
gonna
coach
get
was
you're gonna
the
what's the
same
shit you
thing.
get? You get a fucking you get a disease. They do it? No, it's like it starts with an S. SARS. Yeah, it's something else. Something else. SARS is it's no, it's like you get a cut. It's you get a bad disease if you don't. It's like ringworm, matworm, SARS, and then it's something else.
There's another one. There's a fucking
It's something else. I can't fucking. But it's really bad. It's really bad if you staph. Staph. MRSA. Yep. Same thing, SARS. Same thing, SARS, right?
Yeah.
I think that's the yeah. But yeah, if you fucking don't wash out, you can get that shit and it's real bad. So they gotta make you take a shower. And they were fucking, oh, I'm the first one in the shower. Yeah, I went to shower by myself. Don't you guys come in the shower? Wait till I'm done showering. And it'd be like 3 seniors in there showering, and there would be fucking everybody sitting outside waiting. Everyone's sitting there with their fucking dicks out waiting. And I'm like, bro, get the fuck out my way. Move. I'm showering, bro. Fuck this. And they're like, you're a freshman. I'm like, bro, see me outside if you really want it, bro. I'm showering, bro. I got a fucking 30-minute walk after this practice. Fuck you. You gonna bring me home? No. Fuck you. I'm going. It's cold. I got a 30-minute walk. You got to walk home? Yeah, yeah. See me outside if you don't. Leave me the fuck alone.
Now,
And I'm
see, I feel
washing.
like
It'd be
middle
like
class
stupid
will
shit like
respect
that.
though.
But then the next day, they'd be like, you're my partner. Slam.
Yeah,
You gonna respect me? And I'm like, yo, tell your mom I'm gonna be over tonight. Slam. What was that? I said your mom sucks dick. Slam. Slam. Slam.
Yeah,
Slam.
nah,
And
once you show weakness,
every time I'm getting up, like,
you don't show no fucking weakness,
bro. I swear to God, I shoot the shit out you if you ever try to fight me. Slam. Slam. Like, fuck. Fuck, bro. Oh, damn. 6'8", bench 440, but you can't beat my pistol. I don't care if it's a 22. It'll take you down. Slam. Slam, slam,
Dude,
slam.
I had cousins in upper classes, and they were good at sports, so I got looked out for.
Man, I
struggle
didn't
with
at
that
all,
because as
bro.
a lightweight, I was pretty strong.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro.
Bro,
I was
you
tossing
are, bro.
people.
I
I
didn't.
didn't,
that.
bro. I was like, fuck you
Heavyweight's a rougher
guys.
game.
We're-
Heavyweight's a rougher game. But
Yeah,
like
but
in my weight class, like if you're
I
not-
never.
dude, if
I'll
you're not-
admit, I didn't make varsity until maybe my junior year of wrestling.
Oh,
I was
mine
shit.
de facto
Heavy-
defaulto. I only did it because there was two heavyweights.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I got a letter. And they were
Heavyweight,
like,
man.
You're wrestling the national champion in Maryland, and I'm like, excuse me, what the fuck you just say to me? He goes, yeah, he's fucking going to fucking Lehigh, and I'm like,
That's
he's
when you.
going where?
That's when
And
you
I
get
was like,
scooped.
nah.
You just get scooped and lay on your
Yeah.
back, and just look. I got really good at this. Scoop, lay on your back, and wiggle your hips.
I've learned two things.
Pinned. All right, guys, what's up? I'm
I've
going back to the
learned-
bleachers
I've
to talk
learned two
shit.
things is
Yeah,
that-
I was dislocating people's shoulders.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
no.
was gonna say,
I was
yeah, I've
slamming
learned to
people hard.
dislocate.
It was. I never took varsity serious. Like there was. I was. You know how there's always that. You know how there's always that group of people. So
I
so you got your two people, right? You got your fucking elite football people who are trying to get a scholarship, trying to make it die hard sport. And then you got your stoner fucking
was me.
kids who can't get it together. If their grades were great, they'd be fucking varsity quarterback. You know, I was that guy. I was like, I'm not gonna take this serious, but JV, oh yeah, I'm on your ass. Come here, get the fuck over here, slam. If you could let her in JV, I would have had fucking 26 of them, A through Z. Fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, I was a
Like,
stoner
bro,
varsity.
that's what I was. I was that guy. Like, okay, don't get me wrong. I'm gonna get my varsity minutes. Yeah, I'm gonna play. Ha ha. Hi, grandma. You're in the fucking stands. I love you. You know. Yep. But if you come to my JV game at Saturday at 10 o'clock in the morning,
Yeah, right. You have to say we got the early.
I'm gonna whoop some ass,
There might be
grandma.
7 people in there, but grandma,
I'm
trust and
gonna
believe me, they're calling
watch
my
this.
number every 10
Watch this.
minutes.
Watch this. They said I can run the ball this week.
Yeah,
I play defense. You know how happy I am.
dude.
Like that was me, bro. So I didn't really give a fuck about practice personally. You could beat my ass, you could slam me, you could fucking run me out, you could
makes you
fucking
strong.
just you can. I don't care, man. Just let me play my little game. Let me do what I gotta do afterwards. Who's trying to bring me home?
Tell
I'll
me
smoke
why
a blunt.
This fucking old head at my job today fucking just randomly like his name.
You can't dox them. Don't dox them.
His
Don't
name-
say where you work,
his name
and don't
is-
dox
his name
them.
is Billy Bob, right? So
And don't
Billy
get
Bob
too-
just randomly turns around and has this fucking little small ass, pry bar in his hand, and he's like just eyeing me down. I'm like, you're gonna have to come at me with a bigger knife than that, mate. It's gonna take more than that to take me down. And he's, and he's a taller, bigger dude, and he's like, oh, you're gonna need lunch and some friends. And I turn around, I was like, what'd you say? He's like, you're gonna need lunch and some friends. I was like, don't let my genuinely nice disposition fool you. I'm not a jip.
Like, hey.
And I went back to the locker room and dressed out, came back out, and he's just looking at me like, what did he say? And his buddy's looking at me, Frank the Tank, and he's like, Frank the Tank and Billy Bob just staring me down. I'm like,
What's up, bud? Like, I know I'm from America, but I do like the metric system. That's something I seen on Facebook. This is the coldest shit, bro. I know I'm from America, but I do like the metric system. I keep a 9mm in my pocket and 3 grams. What's popping? Like, oh, bro, that's cold as hell. I'm gonna steal that one from Facebook. I'm gonna say that shit all the time. That's what I'm saying. I know I'm from America, but don't get me wrong. I love the metric system. Got the 9mm and 3 grams.
I've been seeing some
What's poppin'?
crazy ones. Yeah.
What's poppin'?
I
Well,
love.
I'm
I
just
will
saying, like,
forever
yeah.
love that motherfucking shit where they're like, yeah, man, fuck you, blah blah. And they're like, nigga, you keep getting it twisted. My hands are rated E for everyone. I will
Everybody.
forever.
I
And
love
not
that
only
one.
that, I heard that shit before it was on the internet. When this fucking kid, and I guarantee you, he heard it on the internet. But this kid, like one of the kids I grew up around, we were sitting down there smoking a blunt and fucking, you know what I mean, just in the stop where we usually smoke, like behind Unc's house.
That's
And
like that.
this motherfucking bitch and her, his, I don't know if they're related. I don't know. There's some weird shit going on down there.
Oh,
Weird
this is from Alabama.
type shit. Like,
Oh, I like you as a brother in Alabama.
We're Mason Dixon line. I don't call no one out because I do love them and shit, but I'm pretty sure they're not related. But I think if anything, it was by marriage. So, but anyway, they were beefing
So that
at
step.
one point because yeah, he brought his girl down there and we were all smoking. Well, anyway, this is my cousin's actual cousin. Like she married him, my blood cousin's actual cousin. So I'm related to her by marriage, but you know what I mean. I'm not related to Hunter. You know what I mean. I'm related to Isaiah. Oh shit, there's some names anyway. But yeah. But anyway, long story short, this bitch rolls up, tells him that yeah, this bitch ain't shit, and that he can get his ass whooped. And he turns around to her and goes, "Let me tell you something, girl. I'll fuck you up. My hands ready to eat for everybody." And I was
And
like,
you was
and
like,
I was
oh
shocked.
shit,
And mind you,
it's
I
going
love,
down.
this is like she's like my girl. Like,
World
this is my
star.
cousin. She
World
braids
star.
my hair. Me and Isaiah, you know, we stand up. We're like, yo, what? No, he did not just say you gonna put hands on a baby girl. Hold the fuck on. What you said? And he was like, you heard me, bro. My shit's is bisexual. That's what he actually said. Second time when he said that shit, I lost it.
Oh,
I
fuck.
said, what?
Bitch, you getting beat
I
up
said,
today.
you gonna jerk me off and finger me, bro? You better get the fuck away from me. And they were like, bro, he said he's gonna fucking jerk you off. That shit went from a fight to us clowning this dude for 15 minutes, bro. I laughed.
He's
so
like,
fucking hard.
no, that's not what I
not
meant.
what I said.
That's
I
no,
said,
no,
bro.
that's not. I didn't say I was gonna jerk you out. I mean, I hit men and I hit women. But I said, what are you talking about? I don't like men.
Bro,
I don't.
said, how
I
you
don't-
gonna start off with something hard as fuck? Because that's the first time I ever heard the shit. Like, my hands ready to eat for everybody. I said, all right, I'll still whoop your ass. You
My
put
hands is
on my cousin.
bisexual too.
But the
That's a
minute-
hard one
yeah,
too, though.
It is.
But you just gotta.
But the way he came up, because the minute two men stand up to you, and he's talking about smacking around a girl, and then turns around and looks at us again and is talking about beating our ass. That's what
My
really
hands
gave
is
me. And
bisexual.
he's like, they bisexual. Everybody can get it. Not me.
Hold on. I got a question. Did you guys fight him?
Nah,
Seems like his his path worked.
No.
That's
No.
like either going crazy or gay.
If well,
You know,
hey,
if you're
hold
about to,
on me,
you know, some
because-
people say if you're about to get drunk, just take your
hold
pants
on,
off.
yeah.
Just take your pants off,
Lick
pull your dick out, and
some
just go.
blood out, lick ass,
No one's
yeah.
gonna fuck with you, bro.
Well,
I'll
I mean,
suck your dick right now. What?
What the fuck?
Well, dude, I'll shoot you.
Whoa!
Oh, man, I don't want to hit you
The
anymore.
only
I'm
reason
gonna.
Whose
the
man's is
only
this?
reason I would
Yeah,
not
who
fight
is
this
this?
kid is because on some bullshit. So, like, long story short, this kid tried to fight me over something that happened that didn't happen. And the first time, this is before we had stand up. This is way before we had stood up to him. Or yeah, this was before we stood up to him that day when he was like, my hands bisexual. And I was like, what? But this dude had come at me and he was like, where's Justin at? Tell him to get the fuck out of here. Mind you, this kid's like 5 years younger than me. And I was like 25, so he might have been 20 or 19.
Ooh, that's over 18. You can whoop his ass.
I don't got his ass, but all his friends were underage, right? So they're riding around like, yo, they want us to jump you, but we can't hit you because like you're older, and if you hit us, obviously we can put you in jail. No, we don't want to do that to you, but we will warn you. My boy Will is like, he's mixed up. He's like, bro, I mean, homeboy's down there ready to fight you, like walking in front of my house, 9 o'clock at night. All right, dude, because I was out playing basketball, coming back. He was too.
Where the fuck is that? Shirt off, fucking,
all right,
fucking
so
shorts
I'm not-
tightened
yeah,
all the way
I'm
up,
not-
big
yo,
ass
they were
knot.
hyped up, fucking
Socks
here.
up,
They took
Nikes
his shoe-
laced
well,
all
no,
the way.
No, this is what
He took
happened.
them off?
Took 'em off, right? So this
He
is
was
how I
ready
knew
to
it was
whoop
ready.
your
So
ass,
I'm
bro.
walking down the street, right? I'm like, okay. And I see he's got shoes off, and Will's riding his bike next to me, and he's like circling me as I'm walking. He's like, this is how confident I am. I'm motherfucking listening to 112. If you're listening to R&B going into a motherfucking fight, you know you're about to win, because I wasn't hyped up or nothing. I'm walking in this motherfucker,
yeah,
and all
you're
you
a
hear is
boxer.
peaches and cream. And I'm
Who's really sus?
Yo, and I'm like,
Him
yeah.
talking about my hands are bisexual.
But hold on, so we get down there, right? And I take the fucking headbands off, right? And because he was yelling, I don't know what the fuck he was saying, but there was two other motherfuckers, two white boys.
Well, and
that
it's
were
only
also
at that
fighting.
moment does you when you pick them out out, your heartbeat is going.
Well,
All right,
yeah, that's
I
when I'm
gotta be
like,
ready.
okay, this
I'm
is
ready.
All right,
real.
what's
So
up?
anyway, I hear because
I'm
I
ready.
can't stand being called a white boy, bro. Like I understand I'm mixed. You know what I mean? I've heard the N word all my life, but when a black person calls me a white boy, especially when they act whiter than I do, like he does, fucking oh man, it just that set me off. That's when my heart was like,
just brings
so.
out the inner Kyle in
So
me.
I'm like,
I'm gonna
what?
punch a
I'm
fucking
like,
hole in the wall.
oh, where's the fucking drywall? And I'm like, you know what? Fuck this. So I start walking over to him. I had this little gay headband on, I had my afro, so I fucking pull it back in my ponytail. And I'm like, son of a motherfucker. They're from Cecilton. I'm from Charlestown. Charlestown is all white place. Cecilton has like maybe 10 black people.
Ooh.
Charlestown has none. So I feel like
Well,
I'm a part
one.
of me. Yeah, well,
You gotta represent.
no,
You gotta
I-
represent for
that's
your whole
not-
town.
I will chase a
You
black
got-
person out of that town. That's my
Hey,
town.
hey, hey, hey!
Carter, so, yo, get out of
These are my white
Wait,
folks.
I'm
Hey,
like Cleveland.
get,
I am. I'm
get,
Cleveland. Find your
go,
own fucking
get,
people, bro.
shoot.
So this motherfucker go out there and give a shit. This
These are my parks. Get out of here.
What the fuck, dog? Oh, I'm looking at this motherfucker. I lose it, right? I'm like, yo, fuck this. I'm not from Cecil. I'm fucking Charlestown, bitch. You don't fucking know me. I'll fuck you. I just started went nuts. Yeah, I'm gibberish. And I'm like flexing and shit. And you know what I mean? So this dude, mind you, he's like 135 pounds. I might have been like 265 at the time. So as soon as I started screaming and like flex, this kid's like, oh shit. Like he's like 5
Damn.
years old. I mean, like
Damn, what
maybe
did I do?
shouldn't like be yelling at
Damn.
him. And I was like,
Hey, brother. Come here, brother, man. What's up, man? Hey, we all cool, man.
I fucking walk up, I'm like, you know what, fuck it. I said, bro, if I step within 3 feet, I'm fucking swinging, so I'm gonna take 2 more steps. If you get fucking within 3 feet, I'm fucking swinging. What do you want to do? 1 step, right? What do you want to do?
You so white. You so white.
Like, no, I don't want to do this shit, bro. No, for real, bro. I am white. When I get mad, it's like,
You're so white. You so white.
I'm good.
I'm gonna take 3 steps.
Isn't Joe's the one that stole the concrete saw? I'm like, yeah, motherfucker, right? Because my cousin stole a fucking saw from his people, and he waved me up at like fucking 10 o'clock and was like, hey, can you give me a ride to pawn shop? I'm like, yeah, fuck it, bro. You gonna give me gas money? He's like, yeah.
And y'all went and sold
I'm
it.
on camera, so they thought I did it. I just moved there. I'm like, what the fuck? So that, long story short, made me madder. So when I started snapping out, he's like, oh, maybe you did that. Okay. Well, I don't want to get my ass whooped by a 25-year-old right now, so I'm just gonna pick my Jordans up. Mind you, they were fake. Cause I'm like, take your fucking fake tens and get the fuck out of here, you piece of shit. He's like, what the fuck? How are they fake? I'm like, look at them Shaq symbols, motherfucker. Like, yo,
He's like, God damn it.
damn, bro, I was about to get my ass whooped and my shoes taken until they were fake. Oh, bro. But I'm
That's funny. That's funny as fuck.
The good old days.
The good old days. Hell yeah, man.
yeah, on that.
Well, shit. I gotta get going here personally, guys.
Yes, sir.
So we gonna let y'all go. We gonna get up out of here. Love, peace, cheese. I'm sorry, I'm drunk and a little bit high. Love, peace, and chicken grease, motherfuckers.
All that shit, dude.
All that shit. We out.
Peace cheeks.
Deuces.
Deuce.